Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online, you're a fool April. April 1st, 2023.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew pew.
Oh, pew 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 pew.
Pew.
Breach protocol. Reduces quick hack cost. 55 BD. BD. E9. 55 BD. E9. E9. Okay, so.
Come on, Star Trek. Ooh, it's actually showing cryptic. I don't know how I did that.
Boom, I blew it up. I blew it up. It went boom.
Went boom.
Yeah. I destroyed the Z309, whatever it's called.
Z309.
Yeah, whatever that giant robot was in RoboCop.
Oh, Ed 309?
Oh yeah, there you go. Ed 309.
Yeah. Gary first.
Yeah, Gary first.
Yeah. There was a customer come in today and he was wanting to get some Skittles. And he said, "Man, no, that's right. You can't find them red ones anymore because they're doing away with that red dye color." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, Louisiana's doing away with the color red dye." It's like, okay.
I don't think they're getting rid of it, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I was gonna just look it up when I got home, so I don't need to forget that. There was another guy come in today with a buddy of his, and I don't know who the hell they were, but he was just complaining about, like, he says, and then she wants this and whatever like that, and I said, "Man, this has been one rough month for me." And I said, "Yeah, and it's only the first day." And he goes, "Huh? No, I meant, last month, this past month." And his friend looked at me and he said, "The first day, that's funny." He starts laughing because I was thinking, it's April 1st. That was a little thing that happened. And
I don't see anything like. I see that it's banned in other countries, and I mean, if they do ban it in the U.S., I'm sure they'll come up with a replacement.
Yeah, no more red cake for you.
It's not like red 40 is like the only color. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was
I'm sure. I'm sure red 40 is preferred because it probably dyes things red the best.
Yeah,
But
most strongest.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. You
People
know,
are probably tired of
if you're
seeing their shit.
if you're cherry Starburst and cherry Skittles are a little bit less red than you're used to, I'm sure you'll live. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, do people go for the color or do they go for the taste? You know.
I mean, in all fairness, to me, it's both.
No.
Like, a lot of people like pink Starburst the best, but I think cherry, in my opinion, is the best flavor of Starburst.
What's
But
color
that's just me.
cherry? Is cherry red as well?
Yeah.
So like strawberry.
Yeah,
And cherry?
strawberry is pink.
Oh, okay.
Red is cherry. Orange is orange. Yellow is lemon. Those are the four main,
I forgot today the audio thing's going crazy in the game because it's April Fool's. I'm gonna turn it up because it's funny.
I'm kind of pissed off.
Why?
Cause I guess I don't know if it's all instances, but there was an instance of Earth space, whatever the Sol system.
Yeah.
As part of the April Fool's joke, they put Deep Space Nine in the Earth Sol system, and I'm just like, that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. But if they could do that, why the fuck can't they fix their lag problem in the damn game?
Right? They can do goofy shit, but they can't fix real things.
Like, you could move an entire space station to a different zone for a joke, but you can't work on your lag problem?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they
come
probably don't know how to actually code how the game engine. They can just make visuals and shit, and that's about it.
Well, maybe they need to hire someone that can do that.
Well, the people that made it no longer work there.
Well, maybe they need to hire people that could work there that could figure that shit out. You know, I don't know. I don't mind goofiness and jokes and fun and games. I really don't, but if that comes at the cost of performance, that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah. I think they really wouldn't have a problem with the lag if they'd like increase the bandwidth of the server. You know, it's like they just dial it down to bare minimum, and they're like, okay, well.
That's the thing, though, is I don't think it's a problem. It has to be like an infrastructure problem or something because it affects the NPC AI as well.
Yeah.
NPCs are affected by lag. So it's just like, how? Why? Fix it.
Right.
Please.
Well, you know, you've got to like some investigating to do to figure out like, is it just Dyson ground that happens the most on? Is it other social ground combat areas? Because Nimbus is kind of like Dyson. You know, New Romulus is like Dyson, sort of, where you run around a large map and stuff. So if it's just Dyson, that's a map issue. But again, though, the map of Dyson is like one of the oldest written maps. Like, it's got glitches that have been there since the beginning. It's like it was a test version, and they made it official. You know, they're like, well, we're not done with it, but here. They're like, okay. Because it's got, like, places you can fall off the map, you know, when you're not supposed to, and things you can walk through when you're not supposed to do that. And, again, those little flying swarmers and stuff are not supposed to actually be able to shoot you through solid material, but they do.
Oh, they do, and if you could see them clear as day, like when you're at the rail thingy that moves across.
Yeah.
And you gotta put it inside the hole. If they get on top of that and you could see it clear as day, you can't fucking shoot it, but it could sure as hell shoot you.
That's right. Because we're restricted by the game wall collisions and stuff like that, whereas it's not. Because they need to go back and fix it. But, you know, they won't do that. So that'd be a thing, like, you know, find other maps, because then another map just like Dyson is the Vaudoir ground battle zone, where you have 2 of your crewmates or whatever, but there's nothing like huge. Well, at the very end of it, if you go through the whole thing, there is one big bad boss, but I've never really experienced any kind of lag on that at all, ever. Most ground lag that I've experienced is just at Dyson. I mean, missions, of course, they won't lag because they're running off of you, you know. Like client side mostly, because it's a personal thing if you queue it up by yourself. If you queue it up with someone else, it doesn't have like as many resources it uses, so it's all right. But
So they ain't fire you yet, huh?
nope,
No.
nope. Well, Saturday's
crazy.
always the day where the manager and assistant aren't there. But they did write out a note or something about like what stuff that needs to be done, and it's like you should be able to do the things I ask or whatever like that.
Uh-huh.
So that's you know, I put down I'm sorry ? And I hadn't been there in 3 days, and it seems like we're getting a nasty note for some reason.
OXNYX053 says, and the Swarmer keep hanger pet aggro like the little ship you cast out at Gamma Tier 5 and 6. OXNYX053 says, so, 10k.
10k? The Swarmer keeps hanger pet aggro like the little ship. Pew pew pew! Hello, Ox.
Oh.
Oh, Core, do you want to download the technical manual for Star Trek Online? I found that someone had scanned it and turned it into actual searchable text.
Technical manual.
Yeah, it's a PDF file online. It's the same one that as the hard copy, because it's a scan from the hard copy and transferred over to PDF.
Technical
manual. The one I found is let's see. Let me go to my downloads real quick. Right here. Tech Manual Franchise Star Trek TNG Tech Manual 1, and it's 62 megabytes.
I guess.
Yeah, if you want to like actually have a manual, because it's the same one that Ox has read, I'm sure. Same one that I have as well. The thing is, I never bought it, but I have it.
Right.
Yeah, a friend of mine like was over the moon with Star Trek Next Generation, and he bought that, brought it to my house, and he never took it back. So then I found it like a few years later, and like, dude, you want it? He says, "No, I'll keep it." I'm like, okay, well. Call for support. Okay.
OXNYX053 says, oh,
that
that
the big
sounds
match.
tedious.
Sounds tedious.
Tag team, undisputed tag team championship match. Kevin Owen and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose?
Whoever they scripted to win, that's who's gonna win.
I hope not. I hope the other people win. The ones who didn't get scripted to win.
I need to get some damn brakes for my car, something fierce.
I wouldn't.
Well, I want to know like what kind came on it, you know, so I can get exactly those kind, because I like to keep everything original on the only 2 cars I ever had.
What's you said it's a smart car?
Yeah, it's a 2013 smart car. It doesn't matter as like what type it is, like Passion, Pure, whatever the fuck it is, because they're the same car except for the internal shit is always.
What do they call that? Stock.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was wanting to do one time, but I kept forgetting to look for it. I don't know what kind it ever used, and I don't want to just put on something like generic or whatever that'll like cause black shit, you know, all the time or whatever, because the wheel's always black on it. It did the whistle thing. The sounds are fucking hilarious.
What is it? A smart 4.2?
Smart for 2, yeah.
Okay.
Smart for 2. I can't remember if it's Passion Pure, but that
Peck
usually
says,
doesn't matter.
it will be ceramic pads in front and I think they have drums rear.
Yeah, it has the drums. The rear ones look just like the Volkswagen ones. But yeah, I've wanted to get some exactly like came off like stock factory from whenever it was created, because because if you get some of those that say like you go to some sort of auto store and you say I need some front brakes for whatever, and they like give you the
Peck
choices.
says, the rotors you should get Zimmerman rotors is what comes on
I hate
them.
when you Google
Oh.
something like Smart 42 2013 stock brakes and it links you to like AutoZone and Advanced Auto Parts, and it's like I don't want replacements. I want to know what comes
Yeah, that's the thing. So you
on the
well,
fucking.
the rotors you should get are Zimmerman rotors. It's what comes on them. So do you have a smart car?
Who?
Zimmerman. This guy in the chat. Peck.
Oh, I'm not in chat yet. I'm watching
Pekokin.
WrestleMania.
Pekokin. He says the rotors you should get Zimmerman rotors is what comes on them.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
How convenient that someone
I know, right?
relevant to the conversation is in chat.
Huh. That's interesting. But yeah, I don't know if I should get like actual, the pads and those rotors, like, because I don't know how long ago it had ever been changed, because since I'm the third owner of the car. But the front driver's side is starting to make
says,
that noise.
always pads and rotors.
That brake squealing when you stop your car sound.
Well, yeah, it's that. Plus, it's like a scrape sound, like scrape. I'm waiting for it to hear like zing, 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 pow, or the wheel fly off, and I'm still going like on 3, At least I don't go very far. I had to go get gas today, and I guess that's why. Well, I got gas this evening. But it's such a whole fucking ordeal to get damn brakes put on around here. There's only like one place that can do it. You have to call and schedule an appointment. And then you gotta like wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and take your vehicle there and make sure somebody can like be there with you to bring you back later or some shit, unless you want to stay there for 12 hours.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
I don't know. I have a feeling that when you replace your brakes,
Your
brakes, you always want to do both the pads and the rotors.
Yeah, that's what this guy says. He said,
Oh, yeah?
always pads and rotors. Yeah. Well, I always heard like if they're okay, then yeah, huh?
Oh, I was watching this dumb commercial,
Oh.
and it has whatever it's called, dance. You can dance if you want to.
Dance if you want to. Leave your world behind. If your friends
I don't know the name of the song, even though I know it's like dance something. I don't think it's called Dance Party. What is
I
it
don't
called?
know what that is either. You could dance if you want to. It's probably one of those old weird ones though, isn't it?
Oh, it's called Safety Dance. I was almost
Safety
had it.
dance?
Yeah.
Well, you looked it up.
Yep.
Cheater.
Yep. Who's this?
Who is this?
Is that Kofi Kingston? Lil Uzi Vert? Who the fuck is Lil Uzi Vert? Yeah.
Peck says, you gotta make sure that they do it properly too. I have had customers come in with them not led properly, and it expanded the hose they were squishy after that until he brought it to my shop.
Multi-platinum recording artist? What?
Oh, you actually have a mechanic shop and do the brakes and stuff too? Wow. That is awesome. Yeah. So I guess you've worked on a few smart cars before then, to know exactly what kind they take. I don't think the back ones are still okay. I mean, they don't make any kind of noise or anything like that. When I got the car, though, the back wheel, not the tire, but the wheels, the rims, were on the wrong ends. Like the back ones were in the front and all that.
Thanks. We specialize in BMW, MB, Jag, and Maserati.
Oh, okay. So yeah, all right, that's pretty cool. Yeah, whenever I had got it, the front wheels, It even says front, you know, on the rim, and they had them in the back, and they had the back ones in the front, and it was the offset of each of the wheel was wrong, so every time you would turn the car, it would catch the fender in the front. Yeah. So I had to fix that myself, but that's just rotating tires, and I had to put the right size tire on there. They had like 4 different size tires on the damn car when I got it. You can look at it and just see the different sizes and shit. So I looked up like stock type cars or tires for it when I had tires put on it years ago.
Peck Hopen says, LMAO typical bone-headed flip job.
Yeah.
They've had the belts for 622 days. Jesus Christ, they need to get rid of those belts.
Yeah, that's like over 2 years. Yeah. See, I do that. Like when I got the thing, I had to like snap the plastic back onto the frame and stuff because it was popped out of certain places. The front hood, which is I guess not really a hood, was not connected properly and all that kind of stuff. I've got a wire sticking down from inside of the roof of the car or whatever to the front windshield, about maybe an inch of it showing. Yeah, I'm guessing the airbags work in the car. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just a daily driver, you know, and I don't go very far in it every day. But I just noticed it started making that sound, and like, okay, I need to get some brakes for it. So I have a 1971 Super Beetle that I've done the brakes on, you know, for it, and the drum brakes, they're pretty much the same as how a Volkswagen's done, which I guess drum brakes are just all the same. I don't know. But from my experience,
there he is. Kevin Owens. He's about to walk down the stage.
Is he coming down the stairs?
Nah, man, it's just one long, big-ass ramp.
So he's like a banana in pajamas, but he's coming down a ramp?
Yeah, here we go. Where's Sami Zayn?
Zimmerman. I need to remember that name. Zimmerman. It's like Zuckerman's famous pig, but Zimmerman.
Easiest way to remember Zimmerman, be like, oh, who's the main protagonist of season 1 of Heroes?
Zimmerman. What?
Yeah, it's a stupid thing I do where I retain useless information that nobody remembers.
Isn't it
but me.
Siler?
Well, he was a bad guy, yeah, but there was like the people behind the scenes, like pulling the strings, was a person named Zimmerman.
Oh. So I don't remember stuff like that. That's pretty awesome you do. Didn't they have Stan Lee as a cameo in that show once as a bus driver? Or
Probably.
something? I never understood why he was there if it wasn't Marvel, but
But it's comics. That was a big thing about Heroes, was comics.
yeah. And you had the main hero.
Was he the main hero?
And Peter Petrelli.
Peck Hopen says, oh, you'd know if the airbags were deployed.
It was
Smart cars have, or should
Skylar,
have,
but good.
sensors to tell you when the pads are bad. A good way to save $2.50 is to not install the sensors. You would never know otherwise too.
Ouch. Well, I do know, like, one of my, what the hell you call them things? I can't remember now for some damn reason. It's the you know, you put air in the tire. What the hell is that thing called again? Shit. My mind's gone for damn day.
Pressure? I don't know.
It's the little valve, I think. Yeah, the valve.
Peck Hopen says,
Valve
Valve
stem.
stem.
Yes, valve stem. My car always tells me that one of the tires is low, but they're always inflated, so one of the, because it only just shows just low tire. It doesn't show you like a display of like all 4 or nothing like that. And so one of the sensors in there is broken, and I've looked into buying another one, but I can't just up and buy a set or anything like that. I'm guessing it's the side that may have hit or gotten hit whenever it was the first person who ever owned the car. Because I did look up the history of the car after I got it, and It had been in 2 automobile accidents in the front driver's side, I think, and they were a week apart. Yeah. So somebody couldn't drive, I don't know. But, wee-woo.
Come
Pekopa
on, ring the
says,
bell. Let them start
Amazon,
fighting it out.
$109, the best of the best sensors, they will never go bad again.
Is that like, is that the stock ones that came on it, though, for that price? Because I'm all about that. Like, when I got the car, again, here we go with that, I got the car thing. I had to change out the windshield wiper blades as well because they didn't have the sensor thing built into it either. So I got, and one of them was overshot where whenever it would wipe, it would not sit right. And so I had to get those so that the sensor part would work because they had just like generic ones you'd find at Walmart, I guess, cheap or some shit on it. Yeah, little things here and there.
Pekopan says, no, they are called I'm TPMS.
I'm TPMS. I'm toilet paper. My sandwich. I'm toilet paper, my dude. I also need to someday get a new what kind of fan is that called? It's near the engine where it whenever you turn the car on, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner going off. Clears out, I think, the exhaust or something like that. It's like a pre-startup thing or a pre-run. But it stopped working before because it was grinding and stuff, and then it went out.
Pekopan says, oh, that's your secondary air.
Yeah. And I had read that, you know, that can go out and whatever. And you have to take the back wheel off or whatever to fix it. I just never got another one. It shows the engine light's on, but that's the error that it throws is the secondary air. And I got to reading like other people that have had it happen, and it won't impede your like car or anything, is what they said. Like it still would run and things like that. And mine's done fine, and it hadn't been too long that went out. But I need to get that. There's so many little things. It's a nice little car, though. I really like it. And I need to get a new front windshield for it because it had a crack in it whenever I got it. I wasn't aware of it because I didn't go to the dealership and get the car. Instead, they brought it to my local Walmart parking lot. And I bought it or paid for it out in the parking lot. It was a dealership, you know, so it wasn't a smart car dealership though. It's just like a random one that had a smart car. But the windshields for those are super expensive.
Pekopan says, it won't run properly though. That is meant for the exhaust and efficiently. You will end up making it run really rich. Smart cars are super fun.
Smart cars are super fun. Well, yeah, I've looked into buying the replacement fan for it, and I mean, I probably myself can actually change it out since I've dealt with my Super Beetle and worked all over at that son of a bitch, you know. Probably watch a YouTube video on people that have done it before to see what to expect. Change character. It'll make it run rich.
Says, you can do it. Just stay away from the forums.
Stay away from the forums. Because I know there's nowhere around here that works on them. Like, for instance, there's no one around here that works on Volkswagens or anything like that. So if you have one of them, you got to do it your damn self. And I had to work on mine like all over, stripped it down and back together again, new parts and shit like that. repaint, headliner and all that shit to it. Replace all sorts of parts. I would need the right day and everything to do it too.
Yeah, just stay away from the forums.
Stay away from forums.
Yeah, don't go anywhere near the forums.
Yeah. I probably have to like drive it somewhere else and park it and
Pekopen
do
says, if you need like a little tool kit, there's beginner kits on ecstunning.com.
Toolkit. I've got tools like all over the damn place. But it's probably like a simple pull a tire, maybe have to pull back the wheel, whatever the fuck you call that, I forgot now. But it's probably going to be in there real tight because those little cars are compact. If you look at the engine, you're like, holy shit. So wiggle around under there or whatever. Because I looked up a diagram as to where it was at. That's how I thought maybe the back wheel would have to come off to get to it. Because I am not pulling an engine out of a smart car. But I have to have a day where no one will interrupt me. So that's very rare. See? Motherfucker.
Back to your stations. The bots have returned.
Nah. I don't have time for that one. Kaboom! Yeah, this one will work.
He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Nope. He's not gonna make. Oh, he made it. Oh shit. KO's in. He's a legal man. Top rope. From the top. Tagging the Usos out. Yeah, and everyone just doesn't care.
Is it a slobber knocker? Do I need to play a Jim Ross clip for you?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
My God, he did it again!
Oh
From the
my
top
God.
turnbuckle!
Thank you, your family.
Frog splash! 1, 2, and he kicks out at 2!
Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum.
Oh shit, the back of his neck, the front of my face!
His diaper rash is spreading.
Yeah, hit him in the gut. Punch him in the face.
Have you
Punch him in the
tested
face.
to see if Feed the Beast is working today yet? Or
Yep. I mean, by test, I opened up the app, it let me logged in, and I just assume it works now.
okay.
I've been watching wrestling since I woke up for the most part.
Really?
I woke up,
Wow.
I don't know, I woke up at like 3. So not all day. I woke up, I watched Forrest Gump because I wanted to watch that for some reason. And then I made dinner.
That's very odd.
And then I started watching wrestling because wrestling started at 8.
And is it going to continue, or does it have a shut off for the tomorrow?
Well, I mean, this is the main event for night 1. Tomorrow it comes back on at 8, and they do the rest of the
on
matches.
most MB products, it's a pretty straightforward job. The only thing I have to say is don't tighten things down.
Because if it
the
was
universe
both
hinges on
nights,
that one
WrestleMania
bolt.
would be like 10 hours
Most of the
long.
stuff is 10 Newton
10, 11
meters.
hours long.
That's
Because
like
both
5
shows run from
PLPS
8
or
to
less.
12, and then they do like a 2-hour pre-show.
Mm.
So that's 6 hours of wrestling. Well, 4 hours of wrestling, and then holy shit, he almost dropped him on his head. Holy crap. That looked nasty.
Was it an Owen Hart situation?
One of the people, what do they call the side of the stage? I don't know. Where the carpet is that hangs over the side of the ring?
The apron?
Yeah, but that corner, that side of the ring, one of the wrestlers went and did like a backflip or whatever, and the other dude's head almost hit that side.
Ooh. They
So
no
it would've
longer
been
have
like-
like stairs, do they?
Oh, they do. They still have the 10,000-pound steel chairs.
I mean, not chairs, but stairs.
Yeah, the 10,000-pound steel stairs. Yeah, they got them.
The breakaways where they're like 2-piece.
Yeah, someone got the shit beat out of them with the stairs the other day. Oh my gosh.
I've got a torque torque wrench thing. It does the foot pounds and stuff like that. So I would definitely look that up if I ever took that in and put it in. You know, like get it secure and stuff. I guess secondary air fan thing or whatever. It started making like a scraping noise and stuff like that whenever it would start up, but it would continue to work, and now it doesn't work. So whatever I have read is that it'll burn out a fuse or whatever if it fails, and that's what's failed. Kaplow. The carpet stuff. I don't know. Rings have changed over the years. I was watching that when Stone Cold was on Raw again, just like a few years ago, just to do the what thing and stunner the guy sitting in a chair or something. I don't know. But the apron had the LED screens and shit all over it too.
Yeah, the apron's not really an apron no more. It's like you said, a wraparound LED screen that they display whatever on.
It's crazy. So can they not reach under there for weapons anymore?
They can. I think depending on the occasion, the announcer side of the apron might not be the LED screens. That way, if when they do,
The turnbuckles and stuff looked a little different too.
The thing is it all depends who comes out too, as well.
Cause they gotta hook the
not-
pyro shit to it.
Cause well, they don't really do pyro anymore. I mean, they do, but they don't.
Ah,
They only reserve the pyro for the big events.
is it because the Undertaker got burned or whatever that one time?
That, and it just costs a lot of money.
Whenever the ring breaks away and shit like that, that's not planned. Think of all the LED wraparound and they're hitting it and stuff and running into it, and I mean, you think they'd damage it and they'd have to pay to get new
Well, that's the
ones?
thing is, 90% of the time, anytime the ring comes apart, it's planned.
Ah. You ever seen one of those put together?
No.
Remember when they had WCW around here, in one of the close cities or something like that. If you got there early enough, you can watch them build the ring. And I was thinking, oh my god, how in the hell is this thing put together and staying together? But that was back
Magic.
then, I'm sure it's safer now and more stable. They would install like a microphone underneath the middle of it, so that it would amplify over the stereo speaker system of the arena. Only thing I can remember from that, from watching a WCW live event and being the audience, like, what was it, like 20 yards? No, maybe 30 yards away from the ring. The only thing I could see, because I can't see hardly at all far off, but I could make out Ric Flair's knot on his back. That's how you knew it was him. You know, even though he, he had the hair and all that. The guy in who was that? Who used to carry the 2x4? He was there that night, and Lex Luger. I got a picture of Lex Luger walking by, the back of him really.
Oh, they're ripping it. It's the last match of the night, so they got to rip apart the announcers' tables.
Well, they make it easier where they don't have as much shit on there now, or what?
Yeah, kinda. Everything's attachable. Oh, wow, they're on the... This is the second time the Spanish announce table's gonna get destroyed?
They always pick on the
Oh,
Spanish
shit!
people.
Oh, shit!
They're always picking on those Spanish announcers. Remember back when they used to actually have these big little mini TVs? Big little mini.
Yeah.
Those things were like made out of metal and shit.
Okay, so looking at the apron, the announcer side is an actual apron and not LED.
Okay. Because I guess the camera's not gonna like look at the announcers like they're gonna look face on to them and not behind them. So there's no need to have that lit up or anything. Welcome everyone. I don't want to fight them. I want to go over here.
Okay, he's dead, right? He's dead? Oh, he tapped out right before 3. He's not dead.
That's right. He was never down to begin with.
Jey Uso is pissed. He's like, man, we can't kill this bug.
You know, they always say something like in the wrestling, just call it, like the actual technical wrestling stuff when their shoulders are down. But if you think about it, people's shoulders, sometimes they don't go all the way down, especially the bulky guys, because they curve around in the back there. So their shoulders never really just both touch, because you're thinking actual shoulder, touching that thing, but it's kind of wrapped in a, I don't know about you, but they kind of curve more forward and centered, if it's a bigger guy.
When I lay on the ground, my shoulders don't touch the ground because I'm fat and
mine don't touch the ground either, but I've also noticed in like just wrestling in general, when they lay flat, even their shoulders don't touch the ground or the mat.
Yeah. So
how can they say both shoulders are down? They're just saying that they've covered them and they're on their back, pretty much. That's how I look at it, or maybe shoulder blades. Remember,
they are not going to stop until the job is done, he says.
They're not going to job until the stop is done.
Yeah. 12 more minutes. Will this match go on for 12 minutes or will it cut early? Find out in 12 minutes or less.
Oh, I'm sure they'll figure out a time.
He's going to step out of the way? Nope, he kicked him in the face.
Now, is it really live or is it pre-recorded and broadcast live?
No, it's live.
Okay. I think, WrestleManias usually are like that, aren't they?
All of them are. Everything is live for the most part.
Well...
Oh, shit.
I know that, some Monday Night Raws way back in the day in WCW Nitros were pre-recorded, and then broadcast.
SmackDown used to be that way until it went to Fox. NXT used to be that way, but I think everything's pretty much live for the most part, I think. Oh, he's in! Kevin Owens back in! Pop-up powerbomb! Bam! Pop-up powerbomb! Bam!
before I went to work today, I watched a YouTube just video because I randomly just go through YouTube. There's a guy named Buster Keaton. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he was
Stunner!
back in the 1920s and 30s.
Ew.
He was a silent film actor and producer and creator. Had his own studio and stuff like Charlie Chaplin had and all that kind of stuff. And he was back then their version of Jackie Chan.
Right?
He could do all sorts of shit like that. He's like most famous for seeing the scene where the guy's standing there scratching his head or whatever, and the side of the house falls, and that one little tiny gap is what he stays in, like what's taken from like Weird Al uses it too. And it came from Buster Keaton. And I watched like a compilation video of him doing all of his like little stunts and stuff. And my gosh, it was like watching Jackie Chan like doing his thing, like a little thing over and over. It was pretty impressive for back then.
I'm just waiting on the new Jackie Chan. I know someone has to pop up eventually.
Yeah. Well, I guess Jackie's just done, right? He hasn't done shit.
I mean,
in a
he's
while.
too old, man. His body's broke.
Well, yeah. He's had what, like 10,000 broken bones and just one bone.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Nothing holding him together but like screws and plates or some shit. You can just imagine like he's he gets an X-ray and you just see all these like little bone fragments just popped out here or there and little like spurs and shit. Yeah, that Buster Keaton was kind of like that. He did like the parkouring thing and did stunt work. He's like maybe almost the first stunt man, if you think about it. He would do those elaborate like jump off of something, slide directly through like a little like 1 foot by barely 2 foot thing like perfectly, you know, and kick somebody or whatever like that accidentally. Or like there was one where he it called for like something to do with a actual running river water and stuff, and he was supposed to like jump onto this or that or whatever, and he missed and he went right in the water. And he told him to keep filming.
Oh, he kicked it out.
And he like went halfway down a river, like just holding a log. And then there was a train movie or something he was into where he was like the conductor the whole time in a silent movie. And the train was just going down the track, and the whole gag was that he had to keep the track clear. So what he really did was keep the train going, crawled out onto the front of the train in this like would sit on the old railing, because back then the trains still had that V-shaped thing in the front, like from Back to the Future. And he would sit on that thing and like actually get like fake cross ties off the front of the train while it was moving. Like he'd run off of it, run ahead of the train a little bit and do stuff, and then have to get back on top of the train because nobody was in there like to stop it. It's pretty amazing though. He didn't have like nets except for like if he were between two big buildings or something. He would jump off the roof of like one building to try to slide into a window of another building and miss, and then like spend like a few days in the hospital or some shit like that, like Jackie Chan. It was interesting to watch though. And I looked up Kelsey Grammer talking about Frasier, and he was on about a month ago on Jimmy Fallon.
Right.
And he said that they were filming it right now, and it was going to be set in Boston.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And what's in Boston?
The baseball team.
Oh yeah.
The Red Sox or whatever.
Yeah. And the bar from Cheers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I'm sure there's like an airport there too, and
well, I mean, you were talking about Cheers the other day, like instead of Frasier, they just do like a Cheers show. Maybe they'll incorporate that,
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I mean that's what they need to do, man. Yeah, it needs to be about.
And the thing I watched.
Sorry, I'm distracted. This fucking match is so good right now. It's about to be over. It has to be, but oh my gosh.
Yeah,
They're gonna kiss. They're gonna French kiss.
you ain't one of them people that'll yell at the TV, are you?
Oh, I've been wanting to, man. That dude's wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
My dad once told me about his grandmother watching wrestling whenever they were
Get him,
young.
yeah. Oh, stunner.
And she apparently would throw things at the television set and bust it. It's hard to imagine wrestling's actually been around a lot longer than
Yeah,
most
stupid
people
kid.
think.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, the anticipation. Pow.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so. That was good.
Wondering why I was struggling to make progress. Check the instance list. I'm literally the only person in this instance. But the worst part about this place is when a swarm spawn location chooses you. Cosmo Kramer. Yup. Man around here. Kudos to whoever was out there that actually scanned the technical manual and turned it into a PDF. My God. Although you can see the scanned pages, you know, the book being bent and stuff like that, and it's still okay. Left broken, empty, in despair. Wanna breathe, can't find it. I need to put another 5 days vacation in. Out of my 120, I apparently have left 92.5 or whatever.
That's so good.
Trolled. Let me guess, this makes you want WWE 2K23 even more?
I never stopped wanting it, but
Does it make the fever
maybe one
come
day
back?
I'll get it. That was so good. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions.
You said the people they were going against had the belts for over 600 days.
Yep.
So yes, of course they were going to get it then. Even if it wasn't scripted, logically, that would, you know, because it's like a president that's been in office for 2 terms, you know. Of course, it's going to be somebody else getting the election.
Oh, all right, I can close that one now.
Is it giving you the vapors? I watched wrestling until it went off that night. I watched wrestling until it went off that night. Bubba Gump Shrimp. 'Tis a household name. Wee wee woo. Hopefully that guy Vic didn't offer his vocals up for little sound effects and stuff, and you know, because they took him out of the game on purpose, or took his audio out and replaced it because of things he did. Can't remember his name. What the hell is his name? Now I gotta look it up. Damn it. Okay. Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go down the vial. Vic Mignogana. Vic Mignogana. Yeah. There was some sort of shit he was into. Mignogana. What do you call that word? Shit. Jail? Sexual something. Harassment in the Japanese. Okay, yeah. Sexual assault, harassment of several parties, and filed a defamation of character lawsuit against. Loses harassment. Okay, yeah. Dragon Ball Z's Vic Mignogna. He was in Dragon Ball Z? Wow.
What are you reading?
This guy named Vic Mignogna, or whatever his name is, he used to have his voice in Star Trek Online as like the main admiral guy that gives you your orders whenever you start TOS or like a new character and shit like that. And he had voices throughout the game as different characters. And then all of a sudden one year, they took his voice out and replaced it with somebody else. And people were like, what's going on, you know? And apparently it was like sexual harassment charges were brought onto him. So they got rid of him, you know, and stuff. Not now.
Yeah, I remember that. He played the original Broly in Dragon Ball Z. There was a big controversy around him.
Yeah.
So yeah, if that's why he got taken out.
He's also played in Star Trek Continues as James T. Kirk.
He was also in some Rooster Teeth projects as well. Yeah.
Boy, everything they've got their hands on, people have problems later, don't they?
Yeah. Makes there was a voice actor in their Ruby show.
Ah, yeah, I'd never watched that. I don't know a lot of Rooster Teeth production stuff. I mean,
honestly, Ruby's the only one, the last production of theirs that I'm aware of, and I never watched it. I only knew about it because
what's his face?
What's his name worked on it?
Yeah, Monty.
Monty Oum.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I never really had any interest in it.
Nah, I didn't either. And like you, I didn't even know. I knew they had like their own version of a news something, you know, kind of like what everybody was doing back then that was in entertainment.
Right.
You know, like having their own little news shit. I can't remember what the fuck. Because they talked about Monty whenever he passed. And then, you know, not like Awu or nothing like that.
Awu.
Bit boing. I do like the fact that whenever Awu was going on, they would get people from all over the world to like open it up, you know, and say it's whatever something and you're watching Awu, you know.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
That's what they would do.
It's true. I was there.
And then Jack would say when games were coming out and all this bullshit, and I'm thinking, okay, Achievement Hunter, where's your achievement hunting? Well, Ray didn't work there anymore, so.
That's true. He doesn't work there anymore.
Did anybody actually achievement hunt? I mean, when they started it, I know that Jeff like picked these games and had this challenge of getting so many achievements per these games or something like that. But then like he did that, and I think Jack did like 2 or 3 guides on something, and then Ray did the rest of them, and then they just started playing Minecraft. And that was it.
I mean, they used to do achievement stuff all the time. Their whole website itself had achievement information, like They would Jack Patillo, I remember, used to help make these very like interactive, like the open world games like Crackdown and stuff.
Mm.
They would have interactive maps they would create to find all the stuff in the open worlds. I'm pretty sure they've stopped doing
yeah.
away with all that.
Yeah, that may be
But,
what I'm thinking of, the early stuff when it first started that up. And then
But
it just
eventually it just,
vanished.
yeah, it's like, do they even go by Achievement Hunter anymore, or do they just go by AH? Like,
Right? Ah,
exactly.
like ah.
It's
woo.
like KFC. KFC doesn't really go, even though they do. The company's name is still called Kentucky Fried Chicken. Their brand is KFC, not Kentucky
Yeah.
Fried Chicken.
Didn't they change their name or try to like Kitchen Fresh Chicken or something because of some sort of controversy, and then they
No,
Flipped it
that's
back.
just rumor. I actually looked into that a long time ago. That's just rumor. It's no actual fact behind it.
oh
It's like Pizza Hut. I remember for some time they would go by The Hut.
the Hut.
Yeah, they would do their signs actually said The Hut.
The
I was
Hut.
like, that's dumb. Back when they tried to. That's the thing. Everything when it comes to like fast food and whatnot nowadays, everything looks the same. I remember like 90s when I could remember restaurants. Every restaurant had this own like unique
For that
look to
period
it
of time,
that was
Yeah.
like,
Kentucky did
yeah,
the
that's
whole
McDonald's,
copyright on
that's
name for
Wendy's,
use
that's what
anyplace.
KFC.
And KFC
Now
dropped
it's all
speaking
like
out their name.
a store inside of a box. It's all the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they make any kind of food now. You know, going to Pizza Hut, I'll have a salad. You're like, this is Pizza Hut.
And it's not even just the food. I mean, like the design. Everything looks like
A default setup.
a default modern look to it. Like, if you were to like blindfold somebody into the restaurant and then take the blindfold off, you wouldn't be able to immediately be like, oh, this is the McDonald's.
Right.
You'd have to look around and be like,
What if like
look at them.
Could you go by smell though? Hello? For that period of time, Kentucky did the whole copyright or name for any use, any place. KFC dropped the speaking out their name.
Okay, I think the internet broke for a second. I think I'm back.
Yeah, you're back now, yeah. Because I kind of figured that that's probably what it was. You broke away like that.
I don't know, my internet's been acting weird the past couple days. It like,
Again?
I mean, you obviously know like the Wednesday nights where it just cuts out for like 20 minutes for no reason whatsoever. But like
says,
the past couple
Top
days,
places
like
apart
I'll be
by
watching a
surliness of
video and it'll start
employees, maybe.
buffering. But if I run a speed test, I'm still getting like a gigabit.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell is going on my internet? Like, I've been trying to watch some stuff on Plex. So like today I was watching Forrest Gump, and I have a friend that he has the 4K version, and I was trying to watch it. It kept buffering. I had to drop it down to 1080p just to get it to watch not buffering. I'm like, what the hell,
wild.
man?
What kind of connection does he have?
He has the same, a 2 gigabit.
So that shouldn't even be a thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell places apart by surliness of employees, maybe. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Well, that's why I said, like, could you tell the difference between, like, one of them by the smell of the food? Like, you know, if you walk in and they say, this
probably.
is Burger King, this is McDonald's, you know. You can probably sure
Having-
McDonald's, right?
Having worked at McDonald's, I'm pretty sure I could immediately identify the smell of the restaurant. Not even just the smell, the ambient sounds. There,
And the
I would be able to
employee smell.
identify McDonald's just by the sound.
Because
Because there's like
053 says,
like the grills, when the
Maple
grill
rancid
clams
meat.
come up, they go doo 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 doo, and it always reminds me of the Jaws theme song, because anytime it would go like doo 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 doo, and I would stand there and I go doo 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 doo, and people would look at me. I'm like, it's Jaws.
it's Jaws. They named it right.
Exactly.
Rotten meat over rancid meat, Doc says.
Nah, see, I don't. People could talk shit about fast food, especially McDonald's, all they want, but I know the truth.
Yeah.
People are always like, McDonald's food, it's not real meat. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Grant Imahara proved that the chicken nugget was real meat.
Yep.
And then McDonald's dropped Tyson.
I will admit, the pink slime the chicken nuggets come in, it doesn't look the best, but I mean, it's still 100% chicken.
Yeah, I mean, it's like beef you buy or whatever in the stores. Pink slime is like an ingredient they add to that shit. I mean, yeah, it's not going to look good until you cook it.
That's the thing, though. McDonald's, like, it's not even pink slime. It's like McDonald's beef is 100% grade A pure ground beef. It's just, yeah, it's nothing wrong with the meat. I mean, the only thing that I would say that's wrong is sometimes lazy people will leave the food inside of the holding containers for longer than they should. So it ends up getting all like hard and crusty and nasty looking. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you get the food fresh like it's supposed to be, because like...
Ain't nothing like fresh McDonald's fry. That's awesome.
Because like the ground beef, when you cook it and put it, because they have the thing, it's they call them UHCs, the containers you put the food in to keep them warm. Like you're only supposed to have like the meat from the 10-to-1 patty, which is what they use on the regular sized hamburgers, and then the quarter meat is the 4-to-1. There's only supposed to be in there for like 15 minutes max.
I have about a 45 SEC delay tonight.
And yeah.
Wow. So they would just kind of stay in there too long and
I
sweat
saw a
and-
chemical breakdown of chicken sandwich products. Guess what company did worst? I don't
Tyson.
know. Were we talking fast food or
Just the company that supplies.
like
Pecco
Or
has
like
started stalking you.
frozen food like Tyson? Because if I had to guess like frozen food, I probably
you.
would guess Tyson.
Thank you for the follow, dude. I never asked anything. Do you like Star Trek Online?
says, only 2 had over 90%. This is expected from cooking and seasoning.
Chick-fil-A and Wendy's did the best. Okay, so fast food.
Subway did worst.
Yeah, well, Chick-fil-A is serious
50%.
about their chicken, no joke.
Yeah,
Wendy's,
that's what they're all about.
Wendy's, I could see doing really good too because they're about using. I hate the term fresh because
Yeah.
I mean McDonald's freezes their patties. Yes, they
Pre-made.
have their cases. They're pre-shaped, pre-pattied, and they sit in the deep freezer, the walk-in deep freezer, until they're ready to be pulled out and cooked. And then when you put them on the grill, the patties are still frozen. So yeah, they're not. It's not fresh, but I mean it is fresh, but it's not. But
It was
Wendy's.
fresh.
Wendy's likes to get. They will get like daily shipments of ground beef that are then hand shaped and slapped on the grill. So I definitely could see Wendy's performing better when it comes to what was the metric we're looking here? Chemical breakdowns of chicken products. McDonald's, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if McDonald's was up there. Not like the best, but definitely not the worst.
The oven-cooked
McDonald's
chicken patties were
Corporation
50%
does
chicken.
take their stuff.
Oven cooked chicken
Seriously.
patties were 50% chicken.
Oven cooked. See, that's the thing. McDonald's deep fries all their chicken products except for grilled chicken.
And that would
Wendy's,
be cooked on the same thing as like the hamburgers, right?
What about the hamburgers?
Wouldn't how do they cook their grilled chicken? They just kind of like hamburgers, right? They just cook it right there on top of something there in the.
Yeah. Well, they scrape clean the grill first, but yes, they generally
Yeah, so it's
it's
same
the
thing.
same grill.
Okay, yeah.
But what were we talking about? Oven. I'm trying to think who would cook their chicken
In an oven.
in the oven, because I'm pretty sure KFC pressure fries their chicken products. Chick-fil-A, KFC, Popeyes. They use a deep fryer. Possibly still. Back when I was familiar with Popeyes, they used a really big, like, deep fryer. I don't know if they still do that. Burger King, I don't know enough about Burger King. I didn't really have a lot of Burger King connections, so I don't know how they operate. I know they flame broil their meat, but when it comes to chicken, it honestly could be oven cooked. But I don't think so. I'm sure they probably use a deep fryer for that as well. Subway, I have no clue.
I think
literally
that just comes packaged up and they just thaw it out or some shit.
Yeah, I literally just assume everything for the most part at Subway is prepackaged, dumped in the container, and then just served
like
right then and there.
When you go to Subway and you see the containers that are there, I'm thinking it came in that. They just peeled the seal or something off that they put on it or whatever.
I'm trying to think what other restaurants out there.
Victoria has started
Taco Bell, I don't really know much about. Everything else is pretty much. Dang, you got a lot of followers today.
I know.
But what was it called? Like Jack in the Box and everything like that. West Coast companies, I have no clue about. Like Whataburger, no clue about. Couldn't tell you anything about them.
I've only eaten Whataburger like maybe just a handful of times anyway.
Yeah.
Darkster Victoria says, "Hello."
Well, they used to have a Whataburger when I lived in Florida. I went there. I would get their like mushroom Swiss burger. But that's like, other than the mushroom Swiss burger and the milkshakes I would get, I don't know nothing about Whataburger. I didn't have any communication with anyone that worked there.
That'd be a thing to do. Would be like to get the default burger of all these places, right? That you can, and test that out. Instead of the special stuff.
Well, they do. There's channels out there like Healthy Junk Food. They've done stuff like that. There's this one channel I watch. He does like anime voiceovers. He basically started on YouTube like doing little skits like the good guy in a video game versus the bad guy, and he actually got a job doing anime voiceovers starting on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah. But
hello, Darkstar Victoria.
Yeah, I just took over your whole stream with my fast food conversation.
Hey, it's good conversation because it's something everyone can relate to around here.
Why you not eat all your food for?
Darkster Victoria says, "How are you lovelies doing?"
We be doing,
yeah. _salute.
Well, I know I'm doing okay.
Why you not eat all your food?
I've got a plate of shrimp.
Oh, you have big lunch.
Too, that apparently was bought today since my stepdad had gotten paid for his construction job that he did, or whatever. He likes to blow and go as soon as he gets money, so he bought like a plate of shrimp for him, my mom, and myself. So I need to eat that after I stream tonight.
You could just send me the shrimp, I'll eat it.
Yeah, I don't know what kind though. It's one of those white, folded top hinge plates or whatever. Probably have like a little rolled up corn inside of some foil and maybe a potato. I don't know. I'm sure the shrimp will have shit in its tail and you'll have to get the shit out of it. Darkstar Victoria, do you play Star Trek Online? Do you like Star Trek?
Darkster Victoria says,
"You do."
I do.
Okay, cool. Federation, Klingon, Romulan, Terran. What do you like? What faction are you?
Darkster Victoria says, absolute huge fan of Star Trek as a whole. Grew up on TNG.
Grew up on TNG.
Darkster Victoria says, I play Starfleet.
Have you been watching Picard? Wow, there's a lot of this one guy out here. What the heck? Oh, he must have that thing like my main guy's got. Okay.
Darkster Victoria says, yes.
Seeing Picard incredible?
OMG, this season of Picard has been incredible.
Do you have any kind of wild theories that you like hearing about for the season? What do you think of the whole changeling situation? Like, you know.
Are we gonna have our 5th discussion on Picard this week?
It's only
I
Saturday.
don't mind. I don't mind.
You don't
We
mind?
got like we don't have like 4 more days until the next episode. So
Right. Yeah, Dark
Darkster
Star.
Victoria
Okay,
says,
here he comes.
None right now. But I do definitely suspect Borg nanites in Picard's dead human body.
yeah, I have a theory.
And that Jack
I don't
has
want to
some
start
of
talking
that.
until everyone verifies.
Right.
Okay, you know what? This is going to be a Picard spoiler stream talk.
Hell
so
yeah, it's been enough time.
I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to get out if you don't want to hear the Picard talk. You know, if you haven't watched it, and then we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, mute the stream for like 10 minutes. Yes, you're thinking along the same lines as Core and myself.
OXNYX053 says, 30 seconds is longer than my interweb
30
delay.
seconds
Is longer.
than my interweb delay.
Damn, Ox.
All right.
He'd be
Darkster
lagging.
Victoria says, I am so okay with all the Picard talk.
He's okay.
Okay, so my theory is that the Daystrom Institute acquired Picard's body, and they experimented on it and somehow extracted Locutus of Borg
OXNYX053 says,
from it.
but go for it. Spoil
And
Picard for me.
that red-faced figure that is communicating with Vadic is somehow the non-physical
Darkster Victoria says, I can see it.
manifestation of Locutus of Borg. And he wants Jack's body because Picard's body is, well, obviously, 1, it's dead.
Yeah.
And 2, Jack is his son, and since he has the same
Nanites.
syndrome
Yeah.
that Picard has, and probably some nanites in him transferred to the womb when Picard and Beverly Crusher did the nasty. He wants Jack so he can inhabit his body and become like the new Locutus of Borg.
Yes.
That's my theory.
And you know, theories you've had of other shows turned out to be true, so
Darkster Victoria says,
interesting.
And the big battle at the end of the season, or well, actually, technically, the show will be Picard versus Locutus.
Yeah. It makes some sense because in this last episode,
OXNYX053 says, which time he Beverly'd her crusher.
which time he Beverly'd her crusher, how do you know they did it more than once? Sure.
Well, there was that second episode where they almost did it, and
Yeah.
because everyone was
Sure.
affected by
when,
the
original Jack
fake-
Crusher died, I guess they may have hooked up.
Darkster
whatever, but
Victoria says, Polywater.
Polywater.
obviously they hooked up. Obviously they had to hook
I
up
mean, Well, Ox,
for New Drek.
in Picard's son, his eyes will turn red and he can control people. Like, he can make them do anything, and he can hear them speaking. He can speak to them in their head, and treat them like a Borg drone, pretty much. Like,
Darkster Victoria says, hell, even if my man Data can get it, not surprised. LOL.
Your man Data. What do you think of the whole Data thing? Like, him being Data lore and other...
OXNYX053 says, didn't I post a 50 Shades of Earl Grey meme in your Discord?
50 Shades of Earl Grey, yes you did. 50 Shades of Earl Grey, hot. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking it's going to be like at the end,
Darkster
even at the end of
Victoria
it,
says,
he's going to sacrifice
I fucking
himself.
love Data lore stuff. Brent Spiner is nailing it on the personality changes. I love that whole side plot.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Brent Spiner can play Data like all the damn time, even older Data. I like the way that he looks as older Data in this versus when they tried to make him look like younger Data in the first episode of Picard season 1. He looks more Data now than he did there. Like, it's like something about the hairline just didn't work. Even though I know they tried to make him have youthful makeup in Picard season 1 or
Darkster
whatever, but
Victoria says, Brent looks incredible at his
yeah.
age.
I mean, his face did look puffy. I didn't have a problem with that. I just had a problem with the hairline, because that's not Data. You know, Data had a specific hairline, which is just Brent Spiner's hairline anyway. But the wig or whatever they put on him for season 1 of Picard just did not look right, and it threw everything off for me. You know, but this he looks, yeah. You know, in Data, one of Data's whole things is he's always wanted to be more human. So, yeah. I mean, I'm liking the Data thing. And Lore, he's the same Lore. He hasn't changed a damn bit. When he got shut off, he came back on. It's the same damn thing, you know. I'm jealous of Data and childlike. And
Darkster Victoria says, I can write it off as a dreamlike appearance in season 1. But definitely looks real good here in season 3.
oh hell yeah, yeah. It totally is like a Data. He looks just awesome as Data in this one. Okay, I need to change instance and get some more command credits. But yeah, we've been discussing things like there was this one person that came over on here on the stream, like maybe what was it, a week ago, and they were just all
Yeah, it was like a week or two.
It's like, oh well, it can't be anything Borg related because the Borg assimilate, they don't do anything else. The Borg are not involved. They were just on and on about the no Borg this, no Borg that, just changeling only, changeling, and I'm like, just let people have a theory if it is a Borg, and they said it can't be Borg, it's changelings. Thinking, but what if it could be, And then they got mad and left. I mean, but it's just, if there's something about Picard and his Borg connection that seems to have been strong in the first 2 seasons,
Darkster
why not
Victoria
throw it in
says
there?
that Wolf 359 story wasn't just said for Shaw character detail.
That's the thing. He was all like,
No way.
"Oh well,
Right?
season 1 and 2 was loaded with Borg stuff." But when you think about it, season 1, yeah, it had Borg stuff in it, but the focus of the story really wasn't about the Borg.
No.
Season
it just had
2,
yeah, that was Borg.
season 2 was definitely heavily focused on the Borg.
Yeah,
but
there was one on board, and they couldn't help it.
yeah, exactly. But like,
yeah, it walked around it in season 1, even with the cube and everything like that. Mostly Romulans, though.
but I mean, if you're going to finally shut the book on Picard's story, you would have to address Locutus aboard. Like,
Yeah,
that's just it.
yeah, and it's a possibility because it was always in his head.
It always being about changelings makes no sense. If it was a show called Worf, like you said,
Yeah.
yes, changelings would make sense since he was a big part of Deep Space Nine. But it's not called Worf. It's called Picard.
Picard.
So,
Picard
you're gonna
sits
do-
back in his own show. Just wait.
you're going to do his swan song. You're going to do it with his greatest enemy, which
And
was
Like
Locutus.
Darkstar Victoria's saying, when Shaw was talking about the Wolf 359 story about Locutus, you don't just throw that there and just say, okay, well, here's this, see you later, He said it for a reason to remind the audience of Locutus aboard, for a reason.
You have the big talk with, like I said, Borg is heavily like influenced in this season. The way the red face figure talks, he talks like a Borg. The way that they've mentioned Admiral Janeway in almost every single episode.
Which she needs to show up at the last one at least.
I agree. She needs to show up, if only to give Picard or a Medal of Honor or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
She'll be on that Star Trek Days or whatever they're doing.
the whole thing was, the Borg was Voyager's biggest enemy.
Yeah, the Borg and the Voyager is a big thing because there's Annika Hansen, who's 7 of 9, on the ship. She's still there. She still has a connection to this shit.
So it's just like,
You got 2 people Borg related,
like, if the payoff of the season is not Borg, I'm gonna be like really disappointed.
You're not gonna watch the next season.
Yeah, I'm not. If it's not about the Borg, I'm not watching the next season.
It's gotta be. I mean, it just makes sense. I mean that. Yeah, sure. You know, Vatic and them, the altered changeling, the evolved version of changelings. Yeah, they have their own little agenda. Sure, but someone gave them the ability to have that agenda by helping them do something, or setting them on a course and making them do this, and like a guy and somebody in charge of them doing this specific thing to get something it wants. And they can have whatever this is, but he wants, or they want this specific thing also. So it's like a shared agenda from Vatic and the talking head guy thing. Guy, whoever, I don't know who. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, they want Picard, but he wants Jack. Or it wants Jack. Yeah.
We are Borg. You will be assimilated.
And the way, that the talking head thing talked to the changeling is saying your species, so which means it isn't related to the changelings at all, but it somehow may be in there temporarily. Like, what if the hand are Locutus's nanites stuck in there, and she's always grabbing her hand, and like working with it or whatever like that, kind of like it's itching her, So what if Locutus is in the hand, and that's how it communicates or whatever? And I don't
Right?
know, since they can be sails now, and it's just I don't know, but I don't know how little the Borg nanites are. I mean, if they're nanites, then they're small as or less than a blood cell. So, yeah.
I don't know, man. That's the thing that's like...
The changelings by themselves would not make a damn bit of sense. I mean, they had nothing
just
to do
wanna
with
know what
Picard
the
at
hand's
all.
about.
Victoria says, we shall see by the end.
Right?
And
What
I'm
is it,
tired of...
2 episodes left?
3, I believe.
3?
10 episode season, and I think we're on episode 8. So 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
I just want them to answer the question. Like, I love and hate
Victoria
cliffhangers
says,
at the same
3
time.
left, yep.
You
I
love and
thought
hate
that
cliffhangers.
maybe they're gonna drag out the whole "is Jack really my son" thing, but they didn't drag that out. But they sure are dragging out this red-faced figure and
Yeah.
what Jack really is thing. They're sure dragging the shit out of
It's
that.
like at the last episode, Jack, do you want to hear what you are? And the end ended. You're like, okay.
It's just like, oh my gosh, man.
Then he goes into like an NSYNC dance routine with Geordie's daughter,
It's like Jack goes up to Picard and he's like, "There's something wrong with me," and then Picard like says this thing that's like not related at all, and then like, "Oh, shit's happening, so we can't talk about it no more." And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Come
like Jack was
on."
going to ask him about, or tell him about like being like what's going on with him, and Picard's like talking. Well, back in my day, he's like, dude, I'm talking to you about me, Well,
And we get it. We love hearing about you, but let's talk about me for once.
it's like that one episode that was in this season of Picard, whenever he goes into a big detail about like some sort of speech about a mission or some shit like that in the 10 forward bar, and all the cadets are like lined up around him listening. It's like kind of like he just loves telling these long ass stories about bullshit, That's why that's always that famous line. He just kept talking, and one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. That's one of the things they always play for Picard. I like that episode of TNG where Data was mimicking that
Darkster
annoying
Victoria
guy.
says, OMG the Picard song.
Yeah, he
LOL.
just kept talking, and one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic, hypnotic. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Mama, make it so. Mama, make it so. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. That is a funny thing, and I like the one that. What was that dude? That he's like an Australian dude or something, and he had the Data and Picard song or whatever that was really cool. De la Alena Jalis Galdeda. Where he played both like Picard and Data and had like it was so awesome. I mean, he had like one uniform that he bought and he did the coloring thing, makes it look like he's really there and like the
Darkster Victoria says, "Oh yeah, I know the one."
He got real famous off of that too. Cause he dressed up like Data, he dressed up like Picard with hair. Used real backdrops from the show and matched the lighting so much it looked like he was really there.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work. Bomb Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
Tila Alena Shalis Galeda Sri Lanka. Let's see. Ah, dang, I'm getting shot at. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change instances. Today is April 1st in Star Trek Online, which means we get to listen to the artisanal audio. You just heard it, explosion. It's some goofy shit that they did way back whenever they first made this, and they just made it a little goofy. All right,
A little goofy.
Yeah, they have the people who designed the game. Just put their So whenever you throw a grenade and it blows up, you hear something go, explosion! And pew 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 ping. Boom! Pew, 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 pew. You hear that in the background. Pew! Like the ricochet one. Pew!
Oh, hell no, he just knocked my ass out. Oh, he just stepped on my face.
Oh, somebody made a fan
Darkster
made
Victoria
version
says,
of the Titan
"Wait,
intro.
this is for real in game? I need to log on."
Oh, I
LOL.
just got shot. Oh, I guess I'm dead. Game over.
Yeah, let me turn it up. I'll let you hear a little bit more of it.
Darkster Victoria says, "That is his hysterical Mamato 6 LOL."
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh. I did it. I finally unlocked Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
Yeah. There he is, Keanu Reeves. I am Keanu.
What version?
It's Johnny Silverhand version of Keanu Reeves.
What? The lightning. That shit's hilarious.
Johnny Silverhand is a rock star. I'm rocking it out. Johnny Silverhand. Oh. I'm Johnny Silverhand. I crawled up my ass.
You crawled up your own ass?
Yep. He's like, what crawled up your ass? Me, bitch. I did.
Would that be like, okay, if you could actually physically do that, would you then invert and then look like a nothing but the skeletal structure and bones and shit like that popping out wrong?
That sounds painful.
Well, yeah. That'd be like a Tesseract type situation. Yeah.
Kinda.
Quantum shit going on there. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, we'll lower it back down again. Pow! Explosion! I love that explosion one. That sucker's so fucking hilarious.
Bow, 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 bow.
Explosion! Guarantee you, though, the people that created those sound effects no longer work for Cryptic.
You know what I think?
Here,
I think you should go home to Greenbow, Alabama.
Alabama. And I ran and ran just like Jenny told me to. I ran so far and so fast that then I was by myself, and that was a bad thing. Bubba. Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, he used to tell us to get down and shut up. Get down and shut up. So he did.
I love how he would whisper when telling the story. When I was gone and I came back, Mama's had all sorts of visitors. We've had all sorts of visitors. You sit down if you want to. I didn't know who I might meet or what they might ask. You ever been on a shrimp boat before? No, but I've been on a real big boat. I mean a shrimp catching boat. I started out on shrimp boats all my life. I started off my uncle's boat. That's my mama's brother when I was about maybe 9. Just looking at
So I can't play ping pong no more? Not for the U.S. Army, you can't.
I was playing ping pong. I was on ping pong trials. I was playing ping pong pack. Shrimp kebab, shrimp Creole, shrimp pan fry, deep fry, stir fry. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potato, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich. That's about it. How did you get done with that? You told me to, Girl Sergeant. It's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have an IQ of 160.
Lieutenant Dan, why are you here? Well, I did tell you if you ever became a captain, I'd be your first mate.
Well, here I am.
But don't expect me to call you sir.
Who's that? Well, there's my boat.
There's my boat.
Where's this God here? So I went to church every Sunday.
Excellent work.
Darkster Victoria says, time to log on. I'll have stream on in the background.
Okay,
I love that movie.
Alrighty, Darkstar Victoria. Have fun playing. Yeah, it never gets old. I mean, they were thinking about making a sequel back in the day too. You know.
Well, I mean, the book has a sequel.
Oh,
But,
is that why? Okay.
The person who wrote the book wouldn't give them the rights to do. I don't know. He didn't like the first movie or some shit like that.
They probably made it look like Forrest was really stupid, huh?
I should read the books.
Yeah, I should have someone read me the books. You're right.
In the form of like pictures.
Yeah, in the form
frame
of pictures.
after frame.
Yeah. like still pictures that are taken maybe 24 per second or so and flipped in front of me on a piece of tape that's we'll call it a film, piece of film, yeah. it'll be on this like little round reel type thing, and yeah, and then we'll have an audio with that where someone's talking, and yeah. You're on to something here, kid. Yeah.
My name's Forrest Gump. You can call me Forrest Gump. My name's Forrest Gump.
Nobody cares who the fucking shit you are, fuzzball. You're nothing but a low life scum sucking mag. Get your faggoty ass on the bus. You're in the army now. I like whatever. So I drank me some Dr. Pepper, and they're like, "Brr. How do you feel?" "I gotta pee." I believe he said he had to go pee. They did a damn good job of like splicing in like historical shit with Forrest Gump in it. Ma'am, you forgot your book. Ma'am. And then Elvis comes up and, he's like, "Do that little move again." He's like,
Show me that move. They
So-
can watch him on the TV.
yeah.
His mom's like, people these days.
Yeah. It's like a stole Forrest Walk. "You ain't nothing but a hound dog." And when he's running, he goes, "Man, you just stepped in a real big pile of dog shit." He goes, "It happens." "What shit?" "Sometimes." And
Shit happens.
that fella came
sometimes.
out. It's like that fella came out with some sort of sign and got real like a bunch of money off.
Shit
of it.
happens.
Shit happens. Yeah.
And then he wiped his face on the shirt and handed it to him as the smiley face.
Yeah. I love how they tied all that stuff in. Tom Hanks' brother was in that movie too, since he looks so
Which
much
one?
like Tom Hanks. He was like the off-screen runner. Like whenever you see Tom Hanks running and he's being chased by that truck as adult Forrest or whatever, or I guess it'd be college Forrest.
Right.
You see Tom Hanks running and then V toward the left side. Well, Tom ran
Back
off
to your station.
screen,
The
and his
mob
brother was
returned.
actually the one running way off in the distance. And because they had the same posture and look and stuff like that he can, and his brother too, like voiced Woody in some of the Toy Story games, I think, because he can sound like Tom.
Yeah.
It's very
One of my favorite bits about Forrest Gump is that they tried to get young Forrest to sound like Tom Hanks, and they couldn't get him to do it. So Tom Hanks instead talked like the little boy.
Yeah. That's just the way they talk down there.
Yeah.
It's almost like, what was that one? The dude that played with Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade, right? That little kid. He grew up and he
Right.
was on that NCI whatever, and he still talked the same way as an adult. It's just so damn funny to listen to. "I like the way you talk. I like the way you talk. They was going over there." You're like, huh? Eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the roof quick. Trust me.
Hitting the roof. The rough.
Quick.
Tim Allen calls it a rough.
Oh shit! Not the rough. Oh crap! It's this Terminator dude again.
It's like whenever you watch Home Alone, the accent that Buzz, the older brother, has. He's like, "Kevin, what did you do to my rum?" I'm thinking, Kevin shouldn't be drinking that. Pew 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 pew. Did. Pew, pew, pew,
Uh-oh.
pew. Damn it. I said damn it. Oh yeah, we gotta like fill pet team list command. Bring in trip. For some reason it does it every damn I don't know why it just does that now. Where it only gives me one of my crew people and I gotta physically like type in and make them show up. Damn it. Dang old damn it, man! I tell you what. Guess I need to put like one of those support tickets out and say, "Hey, this is happening," so that they can just ignore it. Here, hey, I got another bug for you to fix. Yeah, whatever. Every time you use that though, that command fill pet team list, whenever the person comes in, they're always like 2 feet away from you no matter what. So it's really creepy. Captain, I gotta be right here next to you. Okay, let's have a hug there, Trip. Trip, let go of my crotch, Trip. Let's see, can I... Oh, we can give ourselves a hug there, Trippers. I'm working. Working. Anytime the TOS computer would go off and they'd say, search the tapes. Working. No one was found. Captain Winterprise. Before I put you on the brig, there's something I owe you. Damn it, Jim, what the hell's the matter with you? Settle that on. Did you enjoy it, Captain? Believe me, Mr. Spock was painful. In more ways than one. Fascinating. Pure energy, pure thought, totally incorporeal. Not life as we know it at all. The Enterprise has just discovered a strange new planet in the Gamma Mobian star system. This is Sulu, ahead warp 5. I need to be reintroduced to everyone every 7 years. Well, I think, okay, yeah. Since the whole cell thing, when he said that about George Takei, maybe 6.5 years he should go see someone so that the original person is still there a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta be reintroduced to the man. I never knew him before. Must he? I am the very model of a major model general. A Shakespearean actor. Explosions. Yeah, something tells me I'm gonna have to deturd the shrimp.
Possibly, if that's what you want to do, you know.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to eat shit, do you?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind eating shit?
Nah. It's not that big of a deal.
Get shit on? I had to get those little furry worms off my tire of my car today whenever I went to work. There's a little orange striped, you know, black stripe or whatever, fuzzy little harmless worms. Yeah, he was just on sitting on the tire going, "Hey, how you doing there, buddy? Mind if I ride with you on this tar? I'm gonna get you off there, man." Oh, man. You think whenever you pick one of those little guys up, there's so many tiny hands holding yours. And they are sticky too. They can stick to shit.
They could stick the shit.
Yeah. There's a little cobweb that one of them made on my tire. Or on my rim. I was like, what the hell is that white shit on there? Looking like, oh, it's a cob. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I left it there. Little gift. A little silkwormy type gift for me. Remember, they used to like make big cocoons up in trees and stuff. Pretty cool to watch. Pew, 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 pew. Explosion! I love that one. Kaboom! All right, that's awesome. Somebody just farted too. There's a whistle when something's thrown. Boom. Well, in Minecraft last night, whenever I opened up a huge chance cube, it created that village. So guess what my mission was and continues to be for tonight? Stabilize said village and populate said village.
Populate said village.
Yes. Stabilize because when the previous chance cube went down, it covered up the hole that was there, but it left some cobwebs, spider webs or whatever, where, you know, if you get stuck in there, you slowly sink to your death or whatever, because underneath it is nothing but this 60+ block drop to death for a villager. So I gotta plug the holes, bring grass over there, plug up, make a fence around some areas that so zombies can't get there, and yeah, bring in some villagers to populate the town. Repair one house that was burning down because lava was there. So yeah, got my handyman day going on right now. I think I'm going to get Roy. We're going to get on the train together and go over there and fix up that place or something. I was telling a co-worker I was working with that said, yeah, you know, you played Minecraft before? And they're like, yeah. And I said, well, playing a mod right now, you know, you got all this stuff going on. I said, I made a train. They go, oh, really, a train? I said, yeah. Got 6 villagers riding it forever. It's like a ghost train. They're stuck. And I said, you should have seen whenever I was starting to like put villagers on there. I did the minecart trick to get them over toward that, but I let them out without like containing them, and they got ran over by the train. They're like, oh my god. And I said, yeah. I said, it's not as bad as that one though. And they said, what are you talking about? What one? And I said, well, I had one of them that took his job away, and he jumped into the grinder and just crushed himself to death. And so that shit's
Hey, I'm
funny.
hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat.
Food?
I wish I had, like,
Food.
I don't know, like TV dinners or something.
Something quick to microwave?
Something like that. I don't.
Biscuits?
No, I wish.
You wish? I got me a snack-sized pack of Reese cups.
Full size or minis?
They're the normal size.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're oh yeah, I forgot I got a candy bar too. For no reason. Reese's
Candy
peanut
bar.
butter snack size, 10.5 ounces. Yeah. Nutrition facts, about 14 servings per container, 1 piece, so there's about 14 in there then. Why does it always say about? Like it doesn't know? What the fuck? About 4 servings per bag. There's only 4 things in here. What the fuck? You know. Well, we don't want to do this. We want to like capture some place that's gonna be easier. See if we get rid of red alert. Change over to another.
You can't do that right now.
Can't do that right now.
Yeah, that's what it says on my screen.
Can't do it right now, Cotton. Can't do it. There it goes again. I don't know if that's picking up like on the stream or what. I don't know if it's just my computer.
OXNYX053 says, about to heat up leftover baked enchiladas, going to cover it with spicy cheese sauce and a side of rice
Maybe
and
I'll make
guacamole.
some ramen or something.
Oxnix is about to heat up leftover baked enchiladas. Going to cover them with spicy cheese sauce and a side of rice and guacamole.
Side of rice and guacamole.
Guac. Yeah, my computer, I don't know if it's this game with the sound effects right now, but it's going like bzz, 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 bzz.
Your computer is going woo woo.
Yeah, it's going like bzz, bzz.
That don't sound good.
Or like the speaker, you know, is like buzz. Oh, I know why. My phone
Is it
is
because your
on.
dumb phone?
Yeah.
That old.
Yeah, it's interfering with my speakers whenever. All right, I'm gonna turn that shit off. I turned it on to use the calculator. Yep, there you go. Whatever my speakers.
I haven't heard that sound in a long time.
I turned it on whenever I went to get gas, so I could use the calculator to
OXNYX053
calculate how
says,
much gas I
are
need
you
to get.
getting weather alerts?
Not today. I don't even know if my phone does that, but they were like the other day whenever the weather was really bad. Oh, the Rex is out already. Okay. Well, I
There was
keep
a
my phone
tornado or
off.
something that blew through Little Rock the other day.
The gum on a commode here in Little Rock. Yep, I heard about that. That's
I don't
north
know,
of
man.
my
These
position.
tornadoes are getting kind of crazy. I don't think I've seen a year with tornadoes this bad in a long time. It's
Yeah,
like watching the movie Twister.
They're hitting California, and they don't have them over there.
OXNYX053 says,
But you
really
know,
glad I
global
was
warming, not
driving
global
that
warming,
night.
you know, climate change, it's not real.
That's right. That's what they tell us. It's not real. Everything's fine.
It'll all get back to normal in like 2, 3, 4,000 years, I guess.
That's right.
Darkster
When the
Victoria
planet
says,
decides it's
here in Cali
tired
too.
of
Let's go.
Well, that's what I had
tired
heard
of
that
us
there
destroying
were,
the planet.
I'd heard that there were tornadoes over there like maybe a week or so ago in California. I don't remember exactly where yet, but I think, isn't it predicted that, what is it like, is it 2040s or 2060s that the planet will not be able to be habitable above ground if something's not done within like the next few years or some shit like that?
We're already past that point. We're
Okay.
past the point of no return.
Yeah, 'cause
I mean,
I
humanity.
remember that though from something.
Humanity's going to live, but it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah. Remember Kyle from Nerdist, that Kyle Heel guy or whatever his name was, the long hair? He had like
Right.
a thing maybe 6-7 years ago about if something doesn't change for climate wise or whatever, it will like cascade to a point where above ground living will not be a thing anymore. And we'll have to like live underground and cities under there or some shit like that.
The Bob have opened all the Omega particles. Stop their engineers.
But at least we won't have to worry about that shit, will we?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
All right, be right back.
Okay, have fun. Don't let the good door hit you, where the good Lord split you. Ah, dang. I was going to revive him, but I can't now since the damn thing's damn. I can't hold it off my legs down surf anymore. I can't do it, Captain. I can't do it. Oh, I got somebody else here with me. He must be doing the majority of the damage.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Excellent work, Drill Sergeant.
The Bob Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
Okay, we still need to get some more command credits for Archer. You know, now would be a good time to create a Shaw character. Because I really like that character. He's a grease monkey engineer on a science ship. I don't get that. Ugh. Phil Pet team list.
Enemy targets on sensor. Flanking damage detected.
Come on, clear off.
Darkster Victoria says, these April Fool sounds are making me laugh so hard lol.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? It happens every single year. I think there's even space sounds as well. It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long road, but my time is finally near. And I can see a change in the wind right now. Nothing's in my way, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, they're not gonna hold me down, 'cause I've got faith of the heart, going where my heart will take me. I've got faith to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul. No one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star, 'cause I've got faith. Faith of the heart. Been a long night, trying to find a way within the darkness. Oh, I got a lot of them that time, didn't I? Wait a minute, I only got 7? The fuck? Oh, somebody ran through. Son of a bitch. Ah, that makes me sad. Kaboom! Let's see.
OXNYX053 says, Scorp, are you going to run any TIFOs tonight?
I don't know. What do I have for a lineup in my endeavors?
Undead Priest 88 has started stalking you.
Undead Priest 88. Oh, hello. Wow, thank you for the follow, dude. Defeat Zenkethi ground. Defeat Gorn on Nimbus ground. Deal kinetic damage in space. Kinetic damage in space, 500. I may run Infected Conduit with my main character. Ah, crap. I gotta go back over here. Undead Priest 88. Welcome to the Insane Asylum. How are you? Why did I hear that? Explosion! Damn it. Leave me alone, Swarmer. It's not my fault. Tell me why I don't understand a damn thing. Okay, I guess we have to go to another section. I'm trying to find one that's just got an opening for all sorts of shit. I keep getting followed around, though. Alright, I'm gonna go down here. Malcolm, you just have to be by yourself. You can no longer be in the middle, Malcolm. Alright, Tribble. Well, we already had that running. Okay. Run fast and faster. In a day or two. Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Eating what I cook. Achievement. No one's used that in a while. I'm glad it still worked. Or did it work? Hopefully it worked. Oh, needless to say, odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away.
OXNYX053 says, it worked.
Okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. It's hard to try to whisper sing. You can't be too loud. I'll be gone in a day or two. It worked! Success! Oh, things that you say. Is it life or just to play my worries away? Here are the things I've got to remember you. You shine away. Oh, I'll be coming for you anyway. Okay, call me. Undead Priest 88. Do you play Star Trek Online? And if so, what faction? KDF, Starfleet, as a Romulan, as a Jem'Hadar, as a human, Ferengi, Cardassian, etc. Wee. Oh, come on. Come on! Right here. Right now. I'm eager to go to my main character, which I can still access the fleet from this character, but I got control over it in the other one. Because Embassy leveled up to tier 3 for my main character, or the fleet that he's in. And I'm really excited. Because it's level 68 now. Now I can post it on their Discord that no one ever goes to. I can put on there, if anyone cares, the fleet is now level 68. You're welcome. I keep helping them level up the damn fleet. And nobody's going to take care of it. It's so sad. It's so sad. So very sad. So sad. Oh, Archer may need to run the thingy tomorrow. Yeah. He needs the dilithium. So it's 12. I need to start giving it to him. So it's 4 days until that. Okie dokie, Yogi Bear. Okie dokie had no hair. Okie dokie wasn't okie dokie, was he? No, he was not.
Okie dokie, what?
Okie dokie was not okie dokie, was he?
Why was he not okie dokie?
Because okie dokie had a farm. Okie dokie had no harm. M-O-O-N. Alrighty, now we are main character. I'm gonna look at the fleet real quick. Level 68. Embassy's now tier 3. That's cool. Which means I can give it provisioning bullshit for people to do. Not bad for a fleet that has no leader. Colony World, Starbase. Start making some engineering choice. Well, somebody wants science to increase.
OXNYX053 says, can you take over?
I cannot. Oh, that Slacker dude is online right now.
Oh yeah, that Slacker dude, whoever that is.
Well, he's like second place inheritor, they call it, on this fleet that my main character's in. Overall contribution. He's got like the most of all of us.
Undead Priest 88 says, this game looks more interesting on PC.
Oh, do you play it on console? Undead Priest 88. Well, it's got more menus and the user interface, you know. It's got more shit on it. Yeah, like I had mentioned a long time ago, Ox, you know, this Ebony at Red, random number at the very end, who calls himself Red Queen, has not been seen since 2020 or no.
Undead Priest 88 says, yes, on PS5 the PC version has more of everything.
Yeah, it's everything's in front of you there instead of like hidden behind menus more. But yes, yet they haven't been around since 10/7/2020. Forever. So I don't know if the pandemic got them or whatnot. You know, that's sad if so. But the person underneath here, I've asked them before. I said, "Hey, can you take over the fleet?" They're like, "No, I don't want it." Like, come on, dude. You know, I know it has to have the button for him to like take it over. This Silver, whoever this person is, barely gets on, and they're like third place or whatever. I can never go above the Overlord position on here because only I think only Red Queen, which is ranked 7, can promote to rank 6. Well, there's not really much of a difference. Change officer comment, set recruiting information, promote to any fleet rank kind of thing. I'm guessing, yeah, see that's off, so yeah.
Trap House 5436 has started stalking you.
Hell. Am I like the only one streaming Star Trek Online? Did I? What?
Probably.
Damn. Thank you for the follow. Trap House 5436.
2, 1.
Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless. That's funny to hear William Shatner singing that.
Trap House 5436 says, "It is good to be here, and I see that you're on an Xbox as well."
I'm not on Xbox. I'm on PC. In a day or two. It's funny though, like Shatner, he'll go, Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling, calling home. Like, dude, it's a song, you're not supposed to word speak it, but that's how he sings. That's how William Shatner, quote unquote, sings. He's the Shatner. William Shatner. He shat in here. Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. Make them the cutest that I've ever seen. Only streaming on. Hey, alright. Seriously, though? You're making me, like, need to go check Twitch. It's a Saturday night, I guess nobody gives a shit about Star Trek. TV. So now you got me like wanting to go look. Because I'm on the last character of the night, too. Because I already did Gary the Klingon.
Oh, you already did Gary the Klingon.
Yeah. And tomorrow I need to make sure that I do Archer first. Because he needs this shit.
OXNYX053 says, "The other persona is AFK."
I mean, there's, yeah, that...
The other persona is AFK. Or the other person is AFK. Oh, okay. Well, the other person says too many pristine store-bought bows. Track 5 will be lit soon. This is fine. They even like streaming Star Trek. It doesn't say. Huh.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. That's crazy. Wow. Like I was saying the other day, it's really dropped. You know, the people that usually stream Star Trek Online. It's Trezander. He was streaming like every single night.
Every single night.
Yeah, something changed in his life. I think he his job or something like that. Some stuff happened there, and something to do with Twitch too. So I think he mostly does YouTube videos and sometimes streams on Twitch. But he used to do it all the damn time. Grumpy old Nord no longer. Victoria Thalen no longer.
Undead Priest 88 says, "Seems to be more people on
Sounds
either
like
PC
all these people
or
that
Xbox consoles."
Used to play Stowe, got fed up with Stowe.
Yeah. Well, MC
Which
Stu,
I don't blame
he
him.
also does like YouTube videos too, like YouTube Live. I think Spencer's on every single day on YouTube though, live. Hi, Spencer here with another video. You're like, oh my God, Spencer, it's like the 8th one today. You know?
OXNYX053 says, "I went with Persona over Person."
Oh, you did that on purpose, Ox. Okay, Persona. Yeah, apparently on 10 Forward Weekly or whatever, they mentioned something about the Dilex thing. Yeah, like Cryptic wouldn't let them ban people. Or well, no. Perfect World Entertainment wouldn't let them ban people, but Gearbox does. Like what latest Abnabah was talking about yesterday, Because I don't watch those. I mean, I'm not around to watch those. Let's complete some of these collectible rewards. Let's do this right here.
Right. Yeah.
Right here. Right here.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Undead Priest 88 says, I'm high try to forgive the knuckle-headed question of is there a difference of buffs on either?
Difference of buffs? Like, between console and, PC? I think it's mostly essentially the same game. It's just, the user interface is different and the key binding stuff or whatever, you know, that you can actually do. But as far as, like, the damaging goes, like, if you add up your buffs and things like that, it's essentially the same thing.
Undead Priest 88
I honestly
says,
wouldn't be surprised if
between
the
the Persona
PlayStation
and
and
Person
Xbox
that was mentioned
versions of the
earlier.
game run way better than the PC version.
Well, yeah, they're optimized,
I mean,
right?
The PC version might look pretty, but let me tell you, it doesn't run pretty.
It doesn't run pretty.
Like, what I think I figured out is they only care about space stuff. Like, if you're into the ground stuff, screw you.
Right.
You're gonna have a bad time.
That's pretty much
So-
true, yeah. Because of the ships, you know, too, and all that. Let's start some endeavors. Zenkethi Ground, we know exactly where to go for that shit. Damn, it's taking up my whole view. I can't see shit. Okay, in progress. We'll do it this way. Defeat Zenkethi Ground.
Undead Priest 88 says, that's messed up, I like the ground missions.
Yeah, I like ground too. I mean, I'm on Dyson every single night with like 7 characters or whatever. Dang, what is that one called? Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out of here so I can access the actual other menu. Ahead warp factor 1. How the hell do we warp out of here if it's a closed environment?
OXNYX053 says, in a perfect world the Gearbox running Star Trek Offline would not be so cryptic.
Wait,
Star Trek
Oxnix is here?
Yeah, Ox, he's been in here.
Oxnix, explain this to me.
Here we go.
When you're in outer space, right, you're not... There's no gravity, there's no friction, there's nothing to slow you down. So, why is it that when Voyager goes into warp speed, the tail, the fin, whatever you want to call it, whatever the technical term, pylon, warp pylons, why do they fold upwards before going into space? Like,
Before
warp speed, but other ships like the Enterprise doesn't do that.
Alright, now we can access this. Let's see, where is it at? I think signs of portents. Yeah. For a man who's read the technical manual. Can zoom.
OXNYX053 says, harmonic nodal point in the warp field generation.
Harmonic nodal point in the warp field generation. So basically, to form the warp field / bubble, they have
Warp
to be...
bubble, there's that word again.
I know, I keep overusing it. Warp field generation. Harmonic nodal point. Because someone, Ox, had mentioned in like a... What did we read that on? Was it Reddit? Something about they had to be in line with one another. Like both nacelles. But what about like a one engine warp drive? It still can go to warp.
Oh, I see.
Zephyr
Someone's
Cochrane
here.
had that. He had a one engine warp drive.
We've been invaded by someone.
The
Yes, you
are
have.
causing a lot of
By giving the warp field a
We should take
particular
another
shape,
set
you
of
can
scans
kind
to
of
that
make the
bearing.
front of the field double itself, so that you kind of go into a warp field inside of a warp field. So by tilting the nacelles up a little bit towards the end there, they do that automatically and get themselves harmonically more speed.
See an actual explanation other than they gotta be looking at each other.
Gotta be looking at each other. A warp bubble. You see, it's all about the warp bubble. Because as a person who doesn't understand the science behind Star Trek, but understands a little bit about how space works,
Scans indicate
you'd
they
think,
took
like,
off to the
if
east.
you apply
Why would they destroy entire
cars,
planets?
obviously you can't
From a
apply
science and
cars to
tactical
space
advantage of
shuttles
these
because
actions, for some reason.
cars have friction and air resistance and stuff like that. But that's why you have like fancy spoilers and stuff on cars in order to make it aerodynamic. And as someone who doesn't understand Star Trek science, you would look at that and be like, oh, they're doing that, you know, because it looks cool, because it's more aerodynamic, but you don't need that in space. There's nothing to stop you unless you ram yourself into a planet or a meteor or something.
Well, technically speaking, you are making yourself more dynamic in the way in which you're managing your own inertia.
Right?
See, I keep in mind I'm a simple truck driver, but I have to be able to at least pay attention to what my brothers-in-laws are talking about. They're both particle physicists.
Oh, wow. Both of them?
My wife has twin brothers. They both got into particle physics. One went to Stanford, the other went to
Wow.
I think they both went to, I don't know. Someone went to Caltech, someone went to Stanford.
That's interesting that twins would go into basically the same field. Huh.
Well,
One took a step down from being the CFO at CERN, and now he's living in New Jersey, and I don't know what he's doing. And the other one works in magnetics at this point.
Holy shit.
And I tell him more about what he's doing, and he just kind of nods and said, "How did that paper get out?" Because he's on a government contract.
And you know about this show.
Once you can keep secrets from anybody near a military base in Ohio.
How'd that information get out of here? Well, it was right there.
Dude, I live 2 miles from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. If you're doing something with magnets, I know about it.
living in sin with the safety
about, like,
pin goes Cleveland
A
Rock.
ship that, here on Star Trek and stuff, and you see it in the movies, they bank when they turn. Now, would that necessarily be like a thing to do, in space? I don't know.
It could be, because it all depends upon how your ship is optimizing its thrust.
Yeah. Don't the ships have actual thrusters in case impulse or some shit like that, or leaving space dock, they just can maneuver it that way? And
Yes.
yeah, that's what I kind of thought.
Now, whether they're using ionic or reaction thrusters, I'm not sure.
They got some space junk fuel up in there, do they? Okay, what did I need to do? Gorn on Nimbus. Okay, let's go over here, people. Wait, let me give you all a little run boost. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to run over here.
You're not just going to go into town and use the transporter to teleport there?
Why?
I don't know.
It's Nimbus. Oh yeah, wait, I gotta change shirts. This is Gorn.
Oh my god, you gotta change shirts, it's Gorn.
Yeah.
My
Wait.
kid has this trick where when she gets the Nimbus, she takes her bridge overs and she parks them in town, then she runs away. People walking in town, there's 4 people's bridge crew standing there. They'll just look around to see how the bridge crew got inside of Nimbus.
I like to do stuff like that too. I'll force them to go in there, and I'll be on the outside, and people walk through there.
She was sitting outside of ESD hitting M over and over again for 15 minutes straight today.
I forgot I changed it where I can't have that the torn shirt on. Every time I usually go to Nimbus, I like to change into the torn shirt. Explosion! Ugh.
My name is Captain Catherine Janeway of the USS Voyager. We are stuck in the Delta Quadrant, unable to get home. Can someone please open a wormhole so we can get home?
Right? That's the thing, like, they accidentally would always hit a wormhole. Like in Star Trek the Motion Picture, that's the first damn thing that happens whenever the Enterprise goes out. Like
what
5
was
seconds
their
into it.
original plan? I can't remember. Was it closer to fly to the wormhole where the other end of the wormhole that Deep Space Nine is connected to get home, or just fly straight to the, what is it, the Beta Quadrant?
You need to remember, there really wasn't a plan. They were just drugged there by entities. Said, hey, I brought you. I don't have the energy to bring you back. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Here you go. See y'all later.
But I remember that much. They were fighting the Maquis, and then they were at that space station or whatever, which is how they got to the Delta Quadrant. And then, like you said, they're like, "Yeah, we can't send you back. Sorry."
Sorry, not sorry. Mister? You can't be sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Ugh, damn it. I can get up there usually. Why can't I get there right now? I'm not trying hard enough, Captain. Not trying hard enough. Let me get my crew away from me.
I was trying to remember what their actual plan was to get home. I didn't know if their plan was, because what is the Alpha Quadrant is like the original, right? That's where Deep Space Nine is, and
Yeah, Deep Space Nine, Alpha Quadrant, Beta Quadrant is like Earth. Soul system. Damn it, what the fuck? Fire!
sorry, you were breaking up because I was walking away. I didn't hear what you said about Earth
Yeah.
and the Sol system.
Yeah, you were breaking up whenever I'm playing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Earth is in the Beta Quadrant. DS9 is in the Alpha Quadrant.
Alpha Quadrant, and then the, what is it, Gamma Quadrant?
Gamma Quadrant is where the wormhole comes out from Deep Space Nine. So in the Delta Quadrant is like whenever you own the game, whenever you go to the Solenoid Dyson Sphere entry point, you can use that entry to go to the Delta Quadrant where Janeway and them were at.
Right.
But other than that, there's no long way around on the game. So in actuality, it shows you a map, but the map on the game has nothing to do with Star Trek and the show, because it's
Right.
wrong anyway.
I want to go to the space station that they ended up at originally and be like, haha, I'm here, but I don't think they have that.
Dude, there's not even like a Borg transwarp system or whatever you can go into on this game, I don't think. There may be like a mission or some shit, but
To do what now?
yeah.
Well, that's because didn't technically Voyager destroy the Borg transwarp system?
Eh?
I thought that was the whole thing. They went and then they blew up the ship or whatever, and it caused the transwarp system to basically shut down. And that's why the Borg were supposedly trapped in the Delta Quadrant, because they couldn't use the transwarp
conduit.
system anymore. Yeah.
Because I think there is some sort of a mission where that's shown or something, but I don't know if you can actually fake use it, because you never really use anything in the game. It'd be kind of cool. I mean, I guess the Dyson Sphere entry thing had to be created in order to include the Delta Quadrant stuff, the enemies from there. Else, what you gonna do? Let's beam
When
back
they
to
come
ship.
for you.
Bad boys, bad boys. Alright, now it's time to do kinetic damage endeavor. So that means a TFO ox.
Shiny.
Shiny bubble.
Time station.
Shiny time station, where dreams can come true.
Let me grab someone that won't completely overpower the map.
Why not?
Because you need to do how much damage?
500.
You're right.
Yeah.
I could bring Delvesta and you could just hit nothing.
Well, that's the thing. If you want me to continue having to do TFOs, you'd bring your most powerful ship.
I'm going to bring this ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't, like, stream a longer time or anything, because I do like the lighting in this game, though. The visuals do look pretty damn awesome. X. Let's see. Invite to team. Space. The
Yeah,
final
finally.
frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Toilet Prize.
The toilet prize.
Its continuing mission to flush out enemies across the quadrant. To expose toilet paper industries. to maintain every bidet that we can find. Dun, dun, dun. You'll never see a toilet. Well, I think there was like one time a toilet was shown on screen, and that's whenever Kirk pushed the button and the toilet came out of like the prison cell or some shit they were in. And he just sat down on top of it. I think that was like the only time you ever saw a toilet in Star Trek.
Oh, I gotta charge my phone.
The situation is grim.
Grimm! Brothers Grimm!
Not everyone could be like Scorp and have a dumb phone that stays charged for like 2 weeks at a time.
Dude, that is so true. I turned it on like tonight and it still has a full charge. I can't remember the last time I charged it.
Do you have a gravity well on that ship?
No. I've got.
What do you think he does? Has a
It's
trike?
good kinetic damage.
No, I've got like torpedoes or something. And a
Oh,
cutting
good.
beam.
Scanning
I need
gun.
a device
Additional data is
that allows me to throw asteroids at ships as weapons.
Oh, you want to see an
You can
asteroid
do
affect
singularity
ships?
core.
Yeah, I want to throw an asteroid at a ship
An
and then be like, you're goddamn right.
Yeah, Ox, he's talking about a scene from Picard where William Riker throws an asteroid at a ship using a tractor beam. He's obsessed over it.
Because I thought it was, like, I liked the episode, I just thought it was so goofy, and we talked about it before. Like, you have this ship that has basically no power. The only power on the ship. That's the thing, why couldn't, okay, if the, what is it called?
Holodeck.
Holodeck
we
runs
go.
on its own system, separate from the ship. Why couldn't everyone just take refuge in the holodeck and breathe the air the holodeck produces? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. The more I think about that episode, the goofier it gets to me.
And like it could make an infinite like physical type area too, to where like a maze where you can stay inside somewhere and constantly move around, and the other person would not ever see you ever. And you'd literally be standing like 2 feet away from them in reality. Wouldn't that be interesting? Like they go into the holodeck and Picard runs behind a counter and disappears because he's always there. And they can't disable the holodeck. He turns the safety features off, so it's like reality. And you're like looking on a monitor that cuts through all that. He says, he's right in front of you. I mean, hell, was it Star Trek First Contact whenever he disabled the safeties and got the Tommy gun out and started shooting the Borg? A holographic bullet could kill. Can do that and just take out the
Oh,
chain.
good. I already have the aggro.
Agro.
Hamburgers, yummy.
Hamburgers?
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
I decided to fry up some actual hamburgers instead of making ramen. Because I didn't really want ramen again.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
That's pretty awesome.
And
Do you
now I
already
just
have
have
like
leftovers.
pre-pattied?
Yeah.
Ah, that's even
They're like Kroger, like pre-shaped. They're like McDonald's quarter meat patties. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Not like I shot a cow in the backyard and then processed the meat. And I'm lazy.
A rogue cow that just kind of wanders by.
hmm
You live in Georgia, so yeah, that can happen.
I know people that do that. Like, not cows, but like, we live in a lot of like wooded areas. They'll like shoot the deer if it comes in the yard and then process the meat and
Well,
eat it.
yeah, that's an American thing, yeah.
It really is.
Their hunting stand is their house. You gonna go hunting? Yeah, I'm gonna sit on my porch, you know.
There's many times when I like woke up back when I would smoke, and I'd like step outside to smoke a cigarette, and there'd be like 12 deer just chilling in the driveway. Like, what the fuck, bruh?
Yeah. Well, they know it's safe from around you.
You know?
I mean, that's what a lot of deer have figured out. Like, if they're out in the woods, they're gonna get shot more. So if they're, you know,
Census confirmed that
if they're like next to you in city, well, legally in a city type situation, you know, no hunting, you know, in city limits. So deer have
Right.
figured that out.
Yep. Next thing you know, they're gonna evolve to have human-like bodies, and
And antlers.
yep.
They gonna have these horns sticking out their head. Ox, did
There's
you
this-
leave out on that one, or because
What do you mean?
okay, I thought that there was 3 other people and myself in there. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you,
someone else got left or got booted.
okay. They got baboomed. All right. Let's do that. Do that. That. Ooh, look at the mark packet. Do we have to like turn some of this stuff over to somewhere? I'm gonna go to Soul System Earth Space Dock, see if that DS9 is still there. 'Cause I want to see that.
Did you get your kinetic damage in?
Yes.
If it's not there when you show up, I don't know if it's still active, but change to instance 5 if it's still open.
Still open.
Where DS9?
DS9. Yeah, Core said that DS9 was in Earth Space or whatever earlier. How do you know it was there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I saw a Reddit post about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like log into the game to actually.
Yeah, Reddit.
Discover it.
bastion of truth and honesty.
Yeah.
I saw the Reddit post and I saw other people. It wasn't like people are like, "Aha, funny April Fools." Like there were people there actually like, "Oh yeah, I saw it too." I was like, "What?" And there were people even complaining, like they made the same complaint. Oh, they got people that could move Deep Space Nine to Earth Soul System, but they can't fix the game's bugs.
Did it
Yeah,
kind of?
looks like the regular space dock to me.
Yeah. I'm thinking, did they like replace it, or is it just somewhere else? So you said Instance 5 is where they were all at?
Yeah, that's the one I saw people talking about.
1, 3, 4, and 6.
I mean, I guess you could hop to another one just to see, but yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like they fixed it. No longer April 1st, so.
That's true. Well, they go by Pacific time, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So technically, like maybe 2 more hours.
Should be 9 a.m. a 24-hour clock.
9 a.m. in the Pacific. Oh yeah, like the next day. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever server reset happens. Nope, looks like it's gone.
Well, damn it. We're just gonna change to the other few that are here. Zoom. The sound effects are funny.
Let's see if I can find that post again.
Yeah. Or something.
Scroll down.
Yep.
Wait, is this it? The day Deep Space Nine came to Earth, Earth Space Dock Instance 5. They even have a video.
Engage.
Yeah, it's... Hold on. Copy video URL.
Ural.
Oh, that's not your chat. I don't want to post in that chat.
You can post it into the actual one.
Just Call
dude.
Nicole says, https://youtube.b
It's sitting right there next to Earthspace Dot.
SR5CE8.
Let me go look at it real quick. Well, it is a space station ship, I guess. It'd be like Atlantis off of Stargate Atlantis. Or excuse me, like John Shepard would say, Atlantis. Atlantis Morissette. Stargate Atlantis. Damn it, McKay. Damn it. Damn it. Gonna mute it and watch it.
Yeah, because it has music in it. I mean, if it's a person trolling with their own like April Fool's Day video, it's a fucking good ass troll.
Yeah. It's almost
'Cause
like
you
that's
got moving-
somebody's ship.
Huh?
It's almost like it's somebody's ship.
Right?
Yeah, because it's like sitting around the ships.
But yeah, so other people in the other Reddit, this is not the same Reddit post, this is somebody else's video they posted. But the original thread I saw, people are like, yeah, I saw it, it was crazy, blah blah blah. I was like, damn, that's kind of funny.
That is pretty interesting. Was that on PC or console? It had to be PC
Probably.
because it's the user thing or whatever. You can turn off the
HUD,
yeah,
heads up display.
heads up display.
They probably did it at midnight, like some dev or admin command they could do, and then had fun for like an hour, and they're like, okay, everything's going back to normal.
Put it back normal now.
Give me DS9 as a usable ship to fight with.
There you go. Deep shit 9. They need to update Space Dock since Picard's is updated. But then again, the date of the game is not the future that is Picard right now. So, yeah, I don't know. What year is the game in? Starfleet Academy. Beam me down! Who the hell are you? Ah, that's Hawks. I forgot. Like, who the hell are you? Saw this weird looking thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Space.
WTF?
WTF.
STD? LMNOP?
Oh, did they get oh, look. They fixed
look?
it where the people aren't gathered all over here like running into shit. Well, except for one guy. Nope. Look at that.
Wow,
They
holy
fixed that.
shit, they fixed something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's on ground.
Yeah.
Wow.
The NPCs aren't bouncing off the walls and going, well,
You
that
know
guy
what?
is. Huh.
Are the people still running around Nakura?
Oh.
I might give So another chance once the Dyson event dies down. We'll see.
Yeah. So,
Are you at least grinding the event? For the free
I
campaign?
did complete the event to get
Okay.
the mech. I did that at least.
He
I
hasn't.
don't care about the mech is a mech item to begin with. It's more the campaign event.
Yeah, to get the 50 a day.
The Dyson?
thing.
No,
Yeah,
you get the so many credits so that when you complete the
Oh,
event.
okay,
you
yeah,
can
I
get it.
see. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I'm being dumb. Yeah. Let me actually look that up real quick. Is there a way to see if you've maxed out?
You can
50 a
completely
day.
sandbag, so it doesn't matter. Which is why some people the first day will buy out for one of these events so that they
Right.
get the full 750 credit the first day, and then they sandbag for the rest of the event. And after 2.5 events, they can purchase out the campaign.
I gotta wait for this game to finish this cutscene before I could actually
Do something.
load up Stowe.
Stow. Yeah, I've got 1,800 on campaign progress out of 3,500. So I'm thinking, and we got like what 4 average more days.
Yeah, and I've got 15.5, and I know for a fact the first event I did 0 sandbagging in. So instead of 14, I'm 3 days bonus.
Ooh.
Okay, I hope this doesn't crash my game, but we'll see.
You can crash.
If it does, ooh, I gotta play as Keanu Reeves again. Oh, I gotta play as Keanu again. If my game crashes, such horrible time having to play as Keanu Reeves.
Cord, did you ever watch Supergirl?
I watched a couple episodes, but I couldn't.
Do you
Get
know
into it.
who the character Dreamer is in that?
No.
All right. She is
Kermit the Frog.
a character that can go into the dream world and has dream energy, and she is just the character from Super. Anyway, the
Wow,
Flash.
Stowe does not like me right now. Holy crap, this game is so laggy.
Yeah, you talk bad about it, and it does you wrong.
Well, it's because I also have a very intensive game running in the background, right? Oh my
On
gosh.
the background.
If I could just shoot one thing, I can get credit for this.
Well,
Okay.
in the latest episode of The Flash, they had this Dreamer character as the main character for the whole episode. And Barry never was once seen running. He was barely in the episode. Yeah.
The Dreamer. Wait, is that the crossover they did?
No.
I remember there was a crossover where Supergirl came over and they're like doing a musical episode.
They may have been in the musical thing. I don't know. But the Dreamer character is a Supergirl character, and for some reason came to the Flash to get help from Iris about their dream powers. And Iris, I guess, helped them. And Barry was just there. Iris fell into like a sleep coma, and he's like sitting next to her crying and whatnot, and that's it. You know, like this is the last season of the Flash, and you barely had the Flash in it.
Oh, I guess this artisanal audio is the April Fool's show.
Yes.
That is.
I call it artist.
It's like pew 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 pew. Woo! So stupid.
Yeah. I call it artist anal audio.
Artist anal audio.
My favorite disappointment for their New Year April Fool's Day prank was when they released that they were going to make the Hortas playable characters.
The Horta is a playable character.
Who?
They're like the little rock creatures that follow you around. They go like you can walk faster than they can run. And
I've used the term glide across the ground.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And
I have 1650 campaign progress. I don't know how much I should have. I think
the minimum would be 14. You've got 50 more than me and 200 less than Scorp.
Yeah.
But you can keep running. If you're going for the bonus deal, you'll sandbag that.
And that gets you closer to the
which
reward.
means cap it out, right?
It gets you closer to capping it out. Yes, because a lot of people will sandbag all the events as much as possible, and when the fourth event is over, they'll have completed the campaign.
Yeah. Like in 4 days.
I've been doing this every day. I did not complete one day of the Dyson event. That was the day I rage quit, and I was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Mm-hmm. But I came back the next day. I was like, "I'll at least run in, shoot something, and then stop. I'll do that much."
Yeah. So I have 4 days left of this, so I can add 200 to that. So I'll have 2,000 of the 3,500 whenever I'm done with this campaign. So that's 1,000 per, pretty much.
Oh, inventory is.
So when you get when you get part of the way through completing the 4th event, you'll earn the reward.
Yeah. If that math is the correct math on it, because that's just playing it
Yeah.
straight, you know, not missing a day.
They usually
Right.
complete on the 4th campaign, even if you miss a couple of days.
Yeah.
This is my second.
It's everybody's second campaign, and that's
Yeah,
why people
second.
are kind of throwing up a question mark because the last campaign was ended 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah, and usually, you know, it takes them like a year to bring out another one. Maybe they got their shit together on that. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, the event campaigns, don't they run a whole year?
Sometimes over.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. Like, there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 throughout the year. So if you skip a month, like you run one, skip a month, run another, skip a month, it should work out, you know, a month in whatever. But during, like, say, COVID stuff or whatever, it stretched it to overlap to like another part of the year or the next year over. Just
Right.
barely, but it still did that. And then it in between two of them, they would like wait, or it'd be like 3 months, and then a new one would start up. This one started up just like boom right after the other one, kind of.
Someone was running a DPS logger for Bug Hunt.
Oh, okay.
Well, they had the one campaign, and then they had like a mini event, and then they had this campaign, right?
Yeah, like the
'Cause it was
winter
the-
thing happened, and Klingon Recruit is the thing that
The
happened.
Klingon.
Yeah, they had the winter happened, and then Klingon Recruit, which is a good day to die, happened, and then
Right.
yeah, and before that,
Well, the two campaigns was didn't the ship and the queue and the mom.
oh yeah, that was the other part of that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one had
That's where I started.
yeah. So that
And
was
then they did the Klingon, but the Klingon didn't count towards the event campaign, right? It was just like filler.
I think it was part of the featured event, A Good Day to Die. Because
Oh.
let's look that shit up. Mm-hmm.
Because when I looked at the image, it had the fire thing,
Yeah.
and then the Dyson. So is the fire thing a good day to die?
Campaign
Yeah, it
event
is. I'm looking right at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confused. I thought the month-long story campaign, I thought that counted towards the event campaign. Maybe not.
This site says, well, it started in 2022, and you're like, no shit. Okay, this pack includes premium ships were released, blah blah blah. I'm looking for like something with a time thingy. Oh my god! I get on the Starfleet STO fandom page and it gets stuck there, trying to back out of it. Let's see. That's the thing. They used to have like a calendar in the game. You could see shit. But they don't now.
Takamuro's told me I smell like shit. Probably because I got dumped in a landfill.
Okay, well that sounds fun.
Yes, they deemed the calendar too confusing for the player base, so they got rid of it.
It was probably just inconvenient for them to have to keep updating it.
More like people kept calling about and having things in the calendar that never happened.
Would that be Ambassador Kale's problem? Or yeah, they would like put stuff in there and never actually make it happen in there. So it was more, yeah. Damn it! When I can't find information.
What are you looking for?
Oh, well, like when the events and stuff started happening, like when the event campaign 4 ended. Because yeah. Because I'm trying to see like a series of events. I can go to the campaign page thing.
Oh shit!
Campaign event was active from February 2022 to February 2023. So that was campaign 4, so it ended in February.
So
Yeah.
the Wesley Crusher shit did not count towards. That was like the last campaign of last
Well,
year,
it's
basically.
showing them Voth Advance, Tholian Trouble. I don't remember it being a Voth one though last time. Tholian Trouble, Defense of Pavo, No Win,
Warp Reservation,
Battle.
Reflections Empire, Defense of Pavo, No Win Scenario, and The Feast.
See the Battle of Cornfez. Oh, that's 2021 to 2022. The hell am I looking at?
Battle Cornflakes.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, okay. Borg and Resurgent, like like just you said, yes. So Defense of Pavo. So I guess the storyline, I could have sworn that had something to do. Well, one of them kind of did, didn't it? Reflections of the Empire. And then they just like did the feast thing, and that was it. But yeah, it started. Let's see. February to February, according to the event campaign 4. I could have sworn it was different though. February to February. So apparently it's February to February. No, this one. Let's see. Campaign 2, March 2020 to January 2021. So that one was short for number 2. 2019, September 2019 to January 2020. Damn, that was quick. It was only 3 episode things though, and then 4. So I guess that makes sense, and they increased it to 5. But it just seems like it's so damn fast. Coming soon. This page has not been updated.
Ooh, that Terminator dude almost killed me.
He killed you.
Yeah. They got like Borg in this game, and Terminators, and RoboCops.
What the hell kind of game are you playing?
Cyberpunk 2077. It's one of those futuristic cyberpunk games.
Cyberpunk. 2409 is when we are inside of Star Trek Online. So, what is Picard again? What year?
I think it was 2400, I think.
And what is it
Hold on.
called? The Starfleet
What
Academy.
year does Picard take place? 2399 is the first season of Picard, and yeah.
So it's pretty much now in the game then.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what Picard's supposed to be at now because it feels a lot longer than 3 years after the start of Picard.
Yeah. Well, 7 becoming like in command or whatever like that in less than a year or some shit. It's really weird, but when do they say? Damn. Starfleet Academy, this show that's going to come on. Something about the 30-something century. Which, I don't know. Would that make sense because of...
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
That was so rude of me. Oh my gosh.
I think the 30
Star Trek series set at Starfleet Academy has been officially ordered at Paramount Plus. The series has been in the works for some time and development since 2018.
32nd century after Discovery ends in season 5. Okay, so it's going to be the 1,000 years in the future type scenario, like when they went into.
Oh, really? I thought they weren't going to do that, but I guess maybe they are. Okay.
Yeah, it says scheduled to.
Maybe they changed their mind.
Starfleet Academy is apparently set in the 32nd century after Star Trek Discovery ends with season 5. So I guess Tilly's going to be in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's what happened to her character in Discovery. She said she's going to be
I heard she left the show because she got tired of people making fun of her weight.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
That's what I heard.
It could be a thing. Well, her official like outing or whatever in the show was she was gonna go to teach at Starfleet Academy or something like that, and that's why she's not on the ship in Discovery or whatever. But
Just give me my Titan show. That's all I want. Give me 7 years of the Titan show.
Teen Titans,
All 26 episodes long. I know it won't be like
traditional-
that, but
traditional
yeah.
Star Trek.
I really love the Titan.
Well,
I want more of
maybe
the
you
Titan.
should create a Shaw character, and then get the Titan in the game when it comes available.
Hell no, man. I ain't spending $60 on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing my luck, it'll be in a fucking loot box, so it'll probably be closer to like $500 before I finally get the right box.
Right. Well, yeah, it would probably come out in a loot box first, like a lock box, as a promo ship, and then eventually work its way into a legendary pack or something. Ship bundle, pretty much. Like, it may be bundled. I could see them probably taking the ships they're using in Picard, like the other ships you see, and using that and saying Picard ship bundle or whatever. That's going to cost like $3 million or whatever. Anyway. Ping.
Someone says that Janeway is going to be in the final episode. This is their theory, that Janeway will show up in the final episode pretending to be on the Changeling sides, but in reality she's coming up with some big plan to stop the Changelings.
Ah. So that they have a theory, so therefore they're wrong. Because that, you know.
Because it's not in character. Janeway would never betray the Changelings like that. It's not her protocol to betray the Changelings.
Right. That's right. She'd never do anything. That's out of character for her.
How about this? Captain Janeway goes to the Daystrom in station, revives Captain Kirk's remains, and then her and Kirk and Archer and Spock and Data and Picard and evil Picard and anyone else from all of Star Trek is going to save the day.
That's right. That's right. They're going to resurrect all the dead people, and they're going to come back. You know, I've rewatched the scene with them showing Kirk the thing he's in or whatever, and you can hear the life sign thing going in the background. So yeah.
The thing that gets me, I understand why Kirk fans will want to see Kirk on screen one more time, especially since he's like
since he died the way he did
90.
in Generations.
Not just that, but William Shatner is what, 90, old as fuck.
92 years old.
92 years old. So they obviously Kirk fans want to see Shatner play Kirk one more time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my thing is they're so hopeful for him to show up. I imagine Kirk fans are the type of people that have eyes on William Shatner like 24/7.
Yeah.
It's like with Captain Janeway when she went to do lines for
Like
the
Prodigy.
Lower Deck. People assumed that she would get added to Stowe, and sure enough, she was added to Stowe. But I've seen nobody talk about William Shatner doing something for Star Trek,
No,
so I would assume
he's
he's not going to show up.
He doesn't want anything to do with it, really. I mean, unless you
Yeah.
pay him a whole hell of a lot of money, that's the only way you're going to get him to do shit. They couldn't even get him in this game, you know, because
It's like I hold out hope for Janeway because she at least did stuff with Star Trek
yeah,
within the last couple of years, so
Yeah,
it would make
she's-
sense that she might show up.
she's still
in
under
Picard.
contract in Paramount now for being Janeway, so she could totally
Right.
show up, and it would work.
But
But here's the thing too that you'll need to know if she does show up, and they try to test her as a changeling. Something you would only know if you watch Star Trek Prodigy. She no
Right.
longer drinks coffee. She switched to tea.
oh really?
Yeah, doctor's orders.
Doctor Source.
Yeah,
She used to love her coffee.
hell yeah. But in Prodigy, she had to change over because of dietary things or whatever like that. So if in Star Trek Picard, if she shows up and they say something about like if Seven goes, "Do you want coffee?" You know, kind of thing, and Janeway says yes, then you'll know it's a changeling.
Wait,
Just-
did Star Trek and Hercules slash Xena record like on the same studio set, whatever?
I have no idea.
There's a picture of Seven of Nine, Jerry Ryan, and Lucy Lawless in character as Xena and
Seven.
Seven taking a picture.
Well,
Like,
what
on set.
channel
Like,
did
what?
that come on? Like
What channel
yeah,
did
Xena.
Xena air on? No, not Sci-Fi. It was not Sci-Fi. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, they had it on there.
You're
eventually.
asking the wrong question. What broadcaster did Xena start on?
Yeah, they would have probably been like, several, like UPN, where they,
It was UPN or Fox.
yeah,
I think it was.
UPN. Well, it was Hercules too. Was first, right? He was like,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, it
they
was
did
a
Xena.
spinoff, I believe.
Yeah. It had Bruce
They're
Campbell
talking about
in it.
reruns. I don't care about reruns. Who makes the show? Tell me that. Who
Lucille Ball.
made? That's more. We talked about this like a week ago. It's not about what channel it on. It's about who created it, who produced it. Because Fox will make a show and then sell it to NBC to air.
Yeah, like they did
Who
Star Trek.
produced
Yeah.
Xena? That's the question I need to ask. Created the series under his production tag, Renaissance Picture. Yeah, Sam Raimi. I know that. Was it like a? Okay, NBC. There we go. Jesus Christ. No, that's not right either. That's the reboot of Xena. Never mind.
Google is failing you.
Oh my god. I don't get why. Like, was it a shopped show? Did it air on whoever would buy the show? That's what I'm not getting. Because that's the thing about Xena. It didn't air at night, right? It was not a primetime show, right? I remember it airing and being watched at, like, the middle of the day, like on a Saturday or some shit, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't remember watching it at night. That's... So maybe it was, like, a shopped show that, and whoever would buy it would air it.
I seriously cannot remember, like, Xena, USA Network.
Okay, it was produced in New Zealand. Does Star Trek produce in New Zealand as well, or do they do like Ontario or Canada? Do they record in Hollywood?
I think it's in LA, and because all the Star Treks apparently were on the same like soundstage or whatever in Los Angeles or some shit like that, unless it was an away mission type situation.
Okay, Xena. I don't know about Hercules. I'm about to look it up. Where
I
is
see
that?
it
I
says
saw the word.
first season aired United States USA Network.
No, it was made for syndication. That means it was literally sold to whatever local channels would air it.
Which would-
Hercules was the same exact way. So there was no set channel. It aired on whatever your local channel would buy it.
that makes sense.
Yep.
Because it was just a kind of show that was goofy.
Yep.
Yeah. Carl Urban was on there too? Really?
Carl Urban was on Hercules or Xena?
Xena, because it says like Xena cast now. Lucy Lawless, Renee O'Connor, who played the little sidekick, Carl Urban,
Right.
and Hudson Leek. Huh. Which makes some sense if they filmed it in New Zealand. Carl Urban's like Australian or some shit like that, right? or well around that area.
Yeah.
New Wellington, New Zealand. Okay, Wellington, New Zealand. Yeah. So yeah,
I wonder how many shows are made like this.
it would have been
Because this is
cheaper to
like the
shoot
only
too.
one I really remember. Like, and I never really thought about it until today about how it never really aired primetime. It was always like
During the day.
some weird like weekend Saturday show or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I remember too. Like if I just be flipping channels or whatever like that, I'd see Xena Warrior Princess. You're like, oh, okay.
I used to love those shows, and I don't know why. I tried rewatching them. They're shit. They're
Yeah.
not good shows.
Even like Hercules and his little sidekick dude or whatever, is just like kind of what the fuck is this shit, you know?
Wow, so Xena had 134 episodes, and Hercules had 100. Xena ran longer than Hercules? That is crazy. Even though they both ran for 6 seasons. But I guess Xena had more episodes per season than Hercules did. Huh.
Hercules must
Yeah,
have been cost more to shoot then.
they were not good shows. They're like B-rated TV, basically, like Bruce Campbell. And it's funny because Bruce Campbell he was in these shows, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
So it fits, you would have a B-rated actor play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There he is, Bruce Campbell, right there. Claudia Black was in Hercules? What?
Well, it makes sense.
Carl Urban was Cupid, really? Wow. Carl Urban was. I remember Cupid. I remember that character. Wow, there's so many people I know in this show that I haven't thought about in a long time.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
Wait, is Kirk not on the show at all? No? Oh, that's because I'm thinking of the wrong person. Sam Raimi. Duh. Not
were you thinking of what's his name?
Yeah, I was thinking of what's his name, the Guardians of the Galaxy director for a second.
Yeah, Claudia Black, Sydney, Australia. That's where she's born. So yeah, New Zealand's right over there. So that's where she would.
Claudia Black, man, she has blonde hair now. I mean, I guess that's her natural hair color. She's so weird. Is it her natural hair color?
No. Well,
okay, yeah, she just.
Some pictures it's like a brown. So maybe she's just one of those variable actors.
I remember Claudia Black, man.
We
all do.
It's Aaron Sun.
Man, I miss old TV.
Yeah. It was nice. Claudia Black's natural hair color. It doesn't say.
It's like she has 2 children? Wow. There's a thing, she's 50 years old? Dang.
Ben Browder's got kids. I think they were even on Farscape.
See, I miss.
His wife was on there too. Like she was actually a character that played several different.
I
characters.
miss old TV. They need to bring back cheesy sci-fi shows like Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be serious. Like that's why I recommend you watch Future Man. I really recommend. I think you would love that show.
I think you mentioned that and I forgot.
Future Man. I'm gonna link this in Discord.
Josh Hutcherson, Derek Wilson, Eliza Coupe, Seth Rogen, really?
Yeah, he
Haley Joel Osment.
Direct. Yep, he's on the show too. I love the show, man. I know you would love the show. It only lasted like 3 seasons, but
well, yeah.
God, it is so good.
How many episodes then?
It's
34 episodes.
Yep.
Wow. It's like a season and a little bit more.
Yeah,
maybe
man,
one day I'll get
the
chance to watch it.
Yeah, you should. I mean, shit, I'd even might rewatch it. That's something we might be able to watch, like one episode a day type deal, on like off days
Yeah.
or whatever.
November 14th, 2017 pilot episode. You needed to watch like that. What is it called again? Starts with E, I think. Damn it. Space show. Shit.
Space show.
Fuck.
Space shows.
Expanse.
Expanse.
Expanse in your pants.
Expanse
Yeah.
in my pants.
Yeah.
I should. You're right. I should watch that show. You know
Yeah.
what?
And
Local
what is
host
that?
43012.
That thing it starts with a P. What is it? It's a Amazon show. Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Show.
that's
I'll
not
be
the
more than
Expanse.
just the letter P. Give me a concept.
Right? Yeah, it's like the three dudes who are like clones. One is called like Dawn, some Midday, and Even or whatever they're fucking called. It's dude from Daisies. What is it? Pushing Daisies or yeah. What the hell? It's like starts with a P, I think. Arcana Look got me into watching it, and I thought it was pretty damn cool.
You said Amazon starts with P?
No, it's a show on Amazon that starts with P and no, wait, Foundation. That's what it is. Okay. No.
Foundation?
Yeah, that show. Since 2021, so it hasn't been out since. Did it get canceled?
Probably.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool show. No, it's still open for whenever.
All right.
Season
The
1.
Expanse, 2015, ended 6 seasons, 720p/1080p.
And apparently they're going to make more of that type show too. It's just that chapter's over with or something. Official season 2 sneak peek of the Foundation in 2023. So it's 2 years later they're going to make another one. But that's like based off of a book or something like that. And it was pretty cool. It had space stuff all up in that shit. Sci-fi.
There,
Yeah,
I am
Foundation's-
downloading
yeah.
The Expanse.
Has
I
them
mean,
off YouTube.
I have purchased The Expanse and it will be arriving in my mailbox in a couple days. Yeah, that's what I meant to
I'm
say.
still streaming. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, you are. You're just sitting there on your
Oh
main
yeah, we're
screen.
just sitting here talking away, streaming, something got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Right?
You should just be like, okay, ending it. Click.
Well, it just shows you two are the only two in the chat anyway, so might
funny.
as well.
It's not like we've done anything that's offensive unless oh no, they're talking about something that they're not playing. Arr!
Right? Yeah, that's the people like they'll do like that.
Did he say he was downloading a show? No, I said I was going to buy it on Blu-ray.
All right. Well, tonight we had 1, 2, 3, 4 people followed. Peklochin, Peko C. Ken, Dark Star Victoria, Undead Priest 88, and Trap House 543.
I've given her all she's got, Captain. If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
Ah, somebody just played a sound.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Played it off the page.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder who it could have been.
Well, you know, even though it
Hello,
doesn't show in the
motherfucker.
chat, it does display.
Darkster Victoria says,
Had to.
I had to.
Tiny little life forms. You precious little life forms.
Form.
Where are you?
Oh, you know about the life forms command. That's interesting. Alrighty, well, I'm going to call it a stream since I'm just talking bullshit anyway right now. Thanks to all who
Darkster Victoria
subscribed,
says,
or,
night
well,
night.
who all followed and stuff like that. We'll see you tomorrow night on an all-new episode of whatever the hell this is. Y'all have a good night. Red Shirt Death incoming. Here we go. Let's see which one it is. Horda, probably. Nope, same one from last night.
Why have Mark IV very rare beams? I crafted them to bring my skill level up.
And All right. In 5. In